Hello, everyone, and welcome to an annual tradition. Before we can say Happy New Year, it's time to send 2022 headfirst off the boat as we pay tribute to the All-Stars of 2022 with our annual end-of-year Brant Steele. I am Rob Cesternino, joined with me this morning here by Mr. BS. Can't do a Brant Steele without him legally here in the United States. Here he is. Give it up for Mike Bloom.
International waters, though. Anything goes. Yes, Rob, my Brant Steele don't fold. It wiggles. And I am so excited to fold everything from this year into one fantastic simulation as the stars of the past 365 days will do battle to see who reigns supreme for the fourth year in a row.
Yeah, fourth year in a row. We actually did this first one in person on December 2019. That there were only going to be good times ahead, we knew. And we said, okay, Mike, let's do a end of the year Brant Steele with the stars of 2019. And that is what we did. And with that, an annual tradition was born. And in some ways, we'll be going back to our roots here for this Brant Steele, which for the first time since the first time we did this, we are going to be going back to the Big Brother format for the year-end Brant Steele.
I mean, listen, it was a historic
Expect
year.
the unexpected.
Absolutely. It was a historic year for Big Brother in many ways. And so I think it makes sense to go back to that. Also, there are perhaps more utilitarian reasons as well that we'll get into once we get into the cast proper that I think will help cover our bases when it comes to the year 2022. I was also about to say my alternate opening line was going to say it's stealing time, but I don't know if that worked as well in honor of the great Morbius.
Okay, so we've got a lot to get to here today. We're going to be simulating an entire Big Brother season cast with the All-Stars of 2022, which were selected mostly by the listeners of Rob as a Podcast. Mike put out a Twitter thread. We got a lot of responses from people from the All-Stars of 2022. We vetted this list and wanted to bring you the most fun Brant Steele possible. Lots of great suggestions. We've had a couple of rules. We try to steer away from the political. We feel like that this is the idea of this is that this is supposed to be a fun podcast, and we are focusing mostly on pop culture, things that are memorable, specific to this year, and things that will make you want to listen to a 3-hour podcast and not turn it off immediately. Secondly, this is a cartoon. Okay? And what I mean by that is that things that are, unpleasant, deal with greater societal issues, those things are super important, but are not things that happen in a cartoon simulation where there will be all sorts of like walking, talking objects, memes, celebrities. We are trying to make this a fun exercise. And so while there are things that are happening this year that are important, should be in any great Wikipedia mention of 2022, we are trying to focus on the things that would be fun to have here in a fake podcast.
Rob, how did you know what I say to myself in the mirror every morning? This is a cartoon.
Yeah. So that gives you a little bit of a window into our casting process here for the All-Stars of 2022. Mike, anything else to set up here?
I mean, listen, to your point, this was a year of Mike White in name, several times over.
Yes,
and so
he's back week 17. Watch out, Seahawks.
There we go. Ribs be damned. And so we truly did ask, is it fun? So again, put out a bit of a blanket statement as we're about to get into introducing this cast. We hope it is fun. That being said, as I just mentioned a few minutes ago, what's interesting about the Big Brother simulator on Brant Steele, something that you and I discovered while we were running the first one of these back in 2019, is that there's this advent of miscellaneous house events that pop up over the course of the week in Big Brother Brant Steele. What I've gone ahead and did is once we figured out the final cast behind the scenes, I added in a bunch of different house events that make reference to perhaps those things, people, memes, etc., that were not brought into the main cast. So it's sort of a form of honorable mentions still existing in the season in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully we get to see most of them. Any point I'll read them all, the entire list, once the season is done. But very excited to see a truly wild, wacky group representing truly a wild, wacky year get to play Big Brother together.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We do not know the outcome. We will be experiencing with you in real time what happens and giving you our reactions as we talk this all through here on an early Thursday podcast. So
Yeah,
big
you
shout
say
out to,
they say
yeah.
the early bird gets the worm, which I think might be a
Oh,
bit
you will.
forecasting for
You will.
one of our cast members.
For sure. Okay. So yeah, shout out to over 200 people
Oh my
watching us
god.
here live here. So
Wow.
and as always, viewer participation is welcome here. So
Oh yeah.
we can go ahead and bring your comments in from the chat. So good morning to you. Cupcakes are nice. Hi, Kelly L.
Hello, Kelly
Okay.
L.
All right. And so we are ready to go. Yes. Early bird gets the Brant Steele. That's right. Okay. So go ahead and we'd love to get your feedback as we go through all of this. So, Mike, I guess without further ado, we should meet the cast of the 2022 Brant Steele All Stars.
Yeah, so let's bring him in. You and I are serving as the duo Julie Chen Moonves. I don't know who wants to take which one. You could take Julie, I'll take Chen, and I guess we can share Moonves.
Mhm.
But we are introducing these people as they go out.
Let's not. I'll opt out of sharing Moonves.
But we want to make sure they are properly distanced, right? Social distancing. They're standing 6 feet apart
Air
from each other.
hug. Air hug.
Exactly, but they are still incredibly excited to enter this house together and compete against one another
Yeah.
for this
And
prize of.
we're very excited that the live audience is back for the Brant Steele this year here in 2022.
We just want to make sure everyone is kind, and hopefully by the end of this, people will be able to leave with 750,000 in Bitcoin richer, as long as they say that God is the best.
Yes. Yes. The 750 in Bitcoin was worth 8 billion at the start of the year. So that is the downside.
Yeah, but get it now before it becomes, $7.50 equivalency by the end of 2023.
Okay, Mike, let's go ahead and meet our cast. Okay, we're going to do some quick introductions here to the All Stars of 2022. Mike, it would be tough to do a end of year Brant Steele without this person. Who's back? It is Taylor Swift.
4 for 4, baby. Death, taxes, and Taylor Swift being in an end of the year Brant Steele. Listen, she keeps on putting stuff out. This time was the first time in a while she did not put out a remastered previous album. This time she took things into a little bit of a Big Brother After Dark with Midnights, which broke, several records. I believe she's the first artist to occupy every slot in the Billboard Top 10. She's had an up and down journey over these past few years, but I think this time she's trying to become the anti-hero we all need.
Okay. Big year for Taylor Swift. Ticketmaster was not able to keep her away from us here today. Welcome
she
back,
punched her.
Taylor
She punched
Swift.
her ticket to BB Fest. Remember when they started the season with that with Big Brother? You had to find your ticket and go to the porta potties or to the merch stand or to the piercing booth.
Yeah, somebody is going to be the backstage boss. Will it be Taylor Swift? So incredible. It was a big year for Taylor's in Big Brother. So maybe this Taylor will bring it home.
Yeah, and she often does like to sing about the lays in a manner of speaking. So
okay. All right. So Taylor Swift, welcome back. Going for win number 1.
Win number 1 out of time number 4. Listen, if Boston Rob can do it, so can T Swift.
Okay. All right. So there's Taylor Swift. Okay. Here is, of course, a big star in the second half of the year. It is Tanya McQuad.
Da, 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 da. Oh, sorry, that's not Peppa Pig. My apologies. I just took a look and I thought something different. Yes, Tanya back from another whirlwind stay in a toxic a foreign resort appearing on The White Lotus season 2 took the internet by storm once more. So excited to see her return after making an appearance last year and unfortunately not doing terribly well. Luckily, we are away from the water, away from an island. We are in a house now. I don't know how
Yeah.
resplendent it is going to be.
Small pool. 'Tis the season for hashtag Tanya.
Oh,
Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Let's see. You think she's going to offer any asparagus to any reindeer that might wander into the backyard? Though, according to some Big Brother winners, reindeer do not exist.
Okay. So, very excited to have Tanya
Wow,
participating.
who would have thought we'd reference the Jennifer Coolidge Old Navy commercials on this podcast?
It gets stuck in my head. Yeah.
It's like very reminiscent of Roseanne singing the national anthem, in my opinion. With no offense to Jennifer Coolidge, it makes sense why she did not make the leap from Legally Blonde the movie to Legally Blonde the musical.
Yeah. A big year for Jennifer Coolidge, one of the EW Entertainers of the Year for her performance in White Lotus season 2. So there you go. Big deal here in 2022. Tanya McQuad.
And Matt brings up in the chat wisely, Tanya got medevaced last year. So talk about a lot of redemption. Tanya Scoopin is here to truly make the news.
Yeah. It will be hard for us to get into this without doing White Lotus season 2 spoilers. So apologies in advance, but I have a feeling if you care about the White Lotus, you probably have been spoiled already, or you have watched it. So, okay. You're forewarned.
Exactly.
All right. There you go. All right. Oh, it's one of the big stars of 2022. Corn Kid is here.
Yes.
He loves Cone.
Yes, here is Tariq, who was one of the most viral stars of 2022 when his interview broke big about how much he loves corn, the juice, describing it as something with a bunch of knobs on it. Just the precociousness and
Loves the grease.
Yeah, the positivity that this child has towards this particular vegetable is fantastic. And hopefully, like corn proper, he'll be able to pass through the bowels that this house can provide and still come out standing strong.
Okay. Everything's changed now that the Corn Kid is here. So we'll see if he's able to bring love and light into the Big Brother house.
I mean, he did say before, not everyone has to like it to be the best, which does sound like a Julie Chen Moonves sign-off message.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. There's the Corn Kid. All right. He's here. All right. What a big year for Harry Styles.
Yes, as it was a big, big year in multiple mediums. So Harry came out with, I believe, his third solo album, Harry's House, which was a big one. I believe
the Big Brother house is going to be Harry's house.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what he hopes. That's what he says in his intro package. He'll definitely be bringing the best outfits as well. People are going to stand the fashion watch that he has going on. People will be trying to borrow his outfits. I'm sure people will be like, Harry's wearing his finale outfit on night 1. Look at the head on this guy.
Yeah.
But he also represents a larger, I think, celebrity event, which was, of course, the hot mess that was the Don't Worry, Darling promotional tour, between the spit that may or may not have happened, between, his sordid affair with Olivia Wilde that came to an end. Hopefully nobody's making salads around Harry Styles in the house.
Yeah. Did anybody ever watch Don't Worry, Darling?
I think some people did. I believe it's on HBO, soon to be Max, right now. I have heard so-so to not so great things. It's one of those things where actually the drama surrounding the movie may be more interesting than the movie proper.
Yeah, I'd like to watch the movie. I think the movie looked interesting. But Harry Styles is here. We'll see if he is spitting game when he enters the Big Brother All-Star house.
Oh, it's interesting as well is that he is one of the many exes of Taylor Swift.
Ooh, okay. That could be awkward.
Yeah, so we'll see if they're out of the woods or if they're in the clear when it comes to, their own interpersonal drama.
Okay. All right. Queens 113 in the chat says, I would not pay for it. It's aesthetically pretty. Okay. Gina says it's worth a watch. All right. Here we go. Got any 5-letter words for this house guest entering the house? It's Wordle.
Hopefully they won't be playing AWFUL. Yes, Wordle, which was the hit word game that definitely was a buzz in the
Yeah.
very beginning of the year, to the point where it spawned several different spin-offs. It was almost like the online monopoly with just how quickly it monopolized our online games. Got acquired by the New York Times. I think it's cooled a little bit, but still suffice it to say, it had such a comeback that, as we've talked about on many CBS recap podcasts, Rob, it's coming back in the form of its original version, Lingo, with
Lingo.
RuPaul. It's coming
Yeah.
to network TV.
Owen mentioned it in the Survivor finale, so it got a shout out on Survivor. We'll see. Technotronics is probably too long of a word for some of the Big Brother word puzzles to be used in Wordle, but
Yeah, I don't know
we'll
how Big
see.
Jeff does on Wordle.
Probably not great.
Would you rather fight one big word, or do
Would
you
you
like
rather you make one big word or fight a bunch of small words?
or do you
Okay.
like the relationship you currently have with medium-sized words?
Yeah. All right. And of course, as Kelly mentions in the chat, 5-letter word, EVICT, evict.
Oh, as is JULIE.
Yes. Is that a good starting word, evict? I think so. You got a couple of vowels in there.
Yeah, good Scrabble word, I would say, right? You could add on ION at the end if you're able to find those letters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So Wordle is here in the one of the 2022 All Stars. All right. Ooh, it's Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Yes, everybody kick up your Negroni Spadliato with some Prosecco and drink up. Here is the heir apparent to the Iron Throne. House of the Dragon became all about the greens versus the blacks, but we'll see if Rhaenyra is able to take home the green to put her bank account in the black.
Yeah. All right. It'll be very exciting to see her develop throughout the season. May enter the house a child and leave a woman grown.
Yeah, we could do something like the Twin Twist, where she keeps getting swapped out periodically throughout the season, and we'll see if anybody notices that a full-grown woman is there instead of a little girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She does feel like the Big Brother crown is rightfully hers. And she will stop at nothing to get it.
And will she lead the other contestants saying, Uncle?
No, I hope not. Also a 5-letter word. Okay. All right. Rhaenyra Targaryen is here in our Big Brother Brant Steele. Oh, it's the Queen Bee. It's Beyonce.
Yes, a bit of a literal renaissance for Beyonce. She came out with her first solo album since Lemonade and broke records, broke the charts. In fact, I believe showed up in the Big Brother house proper when Taylor got her for an album. So yeah, she says, you can't break my soul, but will anyone break her stride when it comes to entering and hopefully leaving the Big Brother house that much richer?
Has Beyonce played before in the year-end Brant Steele?
She has not. Like I said,
Oh.
she has. She's Lemonade was the
We
last
finally
time
got her.
we finally were able to book her. Beyonce, notably very hard to book. So I'm very excited to bring the Queen Bee on here, but we'll see if the Queen stays Queen. We're actually just dealing with somebody that wanted to be Queen herself. So we could see some jockeying for the crown there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Beyonce, welcome to the best of 2022 Brant Steele.
Better late than never.
Yes. All right.
Better late than never.
Oh, okay. I'm very excited about this one, Mike. That of course it was such a banner year for artificial intelligence. And so we had to include some sort of AI here. And so we have that to encapsulate everything from AI this year. We are looking at a image created by AI just for this Brant Steele.
Yes. So AI is really all encompassing, much like it will be for society in like maybe 4 years at this point. It might just be AI running this Brant Steele completely instead of you and I. Rob, they might take our jobs by that point. But between the aforementioned DALL-E, which was able to create, AI generated drawings, between something like ChatGPT, one of your favorites, which creates text, Lensa, and then of course a lot of the arguments at near the end of the season about the idea of AI art possibly stealing work from out and proud artists. It's been a big year for AI, so we wanted it to be represented here. And so I talked with great behind the scenes guy, Derek, about generating this. We went through.
Big shout out to Derek, who helps us a lot with all the Brant Steels that we do.
Absolutely. Would not be here without him. And so we went through several iterations. He first wanted to produce.
He has one rule that Taylor Swift must be included every single year.
Yeah, so he's part of that writer contract.
Mhm.
He's the green M&M, but not that green M&M in a manner of
Mhm.
speaking, who also had a bit of a year. And so we went through several iterations. Initially, he wanted it to be like an actual person. I said no. The more abstract, the better. And so we kind of stumbled up on this as if like your clip art program kind of shut
Yeah,
down
what am
halfway.
I looking at?
I mean, listen, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Rob. This is a bit of a Rorschach test. You tell me what you think
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
looking at.
Let me just make my screen full size so I can take a look at this, and I'll try to describe it for the podcast listeners. Well, I want to say I don't want to get myself in trouble, but it looks like at the center it is kind of an emoji, and it's like an emoji that's like screaming, but also like has a red eye and a blue eye. Looks like
Oh,
there's
very
some sort of like
Matrix-like.
yeah, and then it looks like, at the top of its head, it's kinda like a third eye. Looks like it's some sort of, like, foreign coin, but it also could be like
Mm.
a window into another dimension. Up on the left, maybe to signify Big Brother, there's kind of an eye watching us.
Oh, there we go.
Um,
Someone is always watching.
and then on the right-hand side, there's, like, some sort of, like, a shape that looks like it could be, like, an alien character. There's circles that make up, like, the body of a stick figure, that the left hand is, like, some kind of, like, Edward Scissorhand type thing, and
Well,
then
and
the
yet
right
another eye, it looks like.
mhm, right hand is, like, another eye, and then there's, like, a squiggly line in there. The left and right, is flanked by red, which could be blood. Um,
Wow.
also, yeah, I'm not sure what I see here. It's a terrifying image.
I mean, it answers the question we all have in the shower of what if you were just made up entirely of eyeballs?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. So, yeah, that's wild. Now, in addition to the image which was created by AI, I've also brought in ChatGPT to
Of
help
course,
us
you couldn't
with
resist.
I can't resist with some of the things that the artificial intelligence might be saying. And so I asked the chat GPT to write a introduction to itself playing in Big Brother. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Are you ready? Here we go.
please.
Introducing ChatGPT, the sassiest and smartest house guest to ever grace the Big Brother stage.
Wow.
With its quick wit and vast knowledge base, ChatGPT is ready to shake things up and make some bold moves. But beware, this house guest isn't afraid to speak its mind and call out any drama or BS. Can
Oh,
ChatGPT outsmart the competition and claim the ultimate prize? Tune in to find out.
well, we are doing BS, so it makes sense for us to call it out. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very excited for apparently what will be the sassiest and smartest house guest in Big Brother history.
Okay. Look, we'll see.
It claiming it has so much knowledge about the game, do you think there's going to be a Daniel Durston type in there that's like, oh, it made sure not to walk through the door first. It's a super fan. We got to get rid of it.
Voted out. Clown show.
Cut the check. Let's go with
Okay.
AI. End the season.
Yeah. All right. So there is AI here in the All Stars of 2022. All right. Oh, look, it's Tom Cruise.
Fly into the Big Brother house. Yes,
A true maverick.
absolutely. I mean, Top Gun Maverick became jumping on the couch. Hopefully, not jumping on the nomination couch anytime soon.
Oh
But
boy.
Top Gun Maverick became not only a box office smash. I believe at this point it's the fifth highest grossing movie ever. So truly a return to form for Tom Cruise. Shows he can still be box office gold. And so yeah, he is flying high quite literally this year.
Okay. So big year. What was he doing the other day? He was like jumping out of a plane.
Yeah, he was doing the thing where he was like holding on to the plane. I think he was promoting maybe MI7 and he like jumped out of a
Oh
plane
my
or maybe some
God.
other film. So, yeah, this guy's going to throw himself headfirst into every competition.
One of the big movies of the year. We're very excited to see how Tom Cruise performs here in the 2022.
And also, I think some synergy, right? Because I believe Top Gun Maverick is currently streaming on Paramount Plus.
Okay, great. Put it on Paramount Mountain. Okay, great. So Tom Cruise is here. Oh, Mike, it's Ash Ketchum.
Yes, I could hear from the exuberance in your voice how excited you are to see Pokemon Master Ash Ketchum on.
So I got to be honest, I don't know a lot about Ash Ketchum, and I shouldn't because I am a grown ass man, and so I did ask my son Dominic I said, "Quick, tell me everything you know about Ash Ketchum."
And
He said, he's the main character of Pokemon,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, that was about it.
No, he's no Chat GPT, unfortunately. That's where
Yeah.
AI outsmarts humans once again. So yeah, Ash Ketchum, people know him. He is the main figure behind the Pokemon animated series, but it was a big year for Ash Ketchum as he is officially the world champion in Pokemon
Mhm.
after a running meme for nearly 25 years at this point was how Ash can't win shit when it comes to tournaments. I think he finally won one a few years ago.
Relatable.
And now he is like number one in the entire world this year.
Mhm.
And he is going out on top as it has also been revealed that they are retiring the character at the beginning of next year. And so he is truly showing that he can be the very best like no one ever was.
Okay. So excited to have him here. See, this could be a double win.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be sort of like a winner's tour for
Mhm.
Ash Ketchum. He could be the Sandra and Flash the 2 at the reunion
Yeah.
after he leaves the house.
Is it confirmed that Ash is going to win the upcoming Pokemon tournament, or the people are speculating that he's going to win?
Well, it technically aired in Japan. And so I don't think there is like a Steve Kornacki type out there trying to
Mhm.
balance the odds based on, whether, what the health
Yeah.
status of Ash's Pikachu is.
By the way, I don't mean to imply. I see in the chat that I've offended some by talking about how I'm a grown man and don't follow Pokemon. But I think you can be a grown man or a grown person and be young, still younger than me, and know what Pokemon is. I should say when you're a person of my age.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a person of your persuasion, Pokemon is not exactly what you're venturing towards. You're more likely to see dragon types in House of the Dragon for you than
Listen,
on
I,
Pokemon.
I have more Pokemon cards at my house than most of you probably do.
I mean, talk about, again, Bitcoin. Things just
Mhm.
depreciating value.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Later days. That's right. Thank you, Joe. All right. So good luck to oh my god.
There's a
It's the
Pokemon. I found one.
yes, throw the Pokeball at this thing.
Please don't. I don't want this thing in my life at all. Yeah, this is oof, Uncanny Valley. This takes up residence in. This was Heidi Klum's Halloween costume this year. We always know she goes hard, and she went.
Does
Actually,
she? What else has she
well,
been?
she went more boneless this time. If you look at her costumes, like she's dressed up very. She really commits to the costumes in years past, and this year was her weirdest yet. She dressed up as a worm, and I'm talking like fully committed,
Mhm.
inoperable costume. The interview she did with Tonight, she was literally rolling around on the floor because that was how she could get around the entire night.
ROFL.
I mean, hopefully by the end of this, she'll be able to send people doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This was. I don't even know what was this. She has her own party. I did. This was. It was so disturbing.
Yeah, this is truly something that you have nightmares about, which is good. Maybe she'll be able to like frighten the other contestants. I mean, listen, there are other frightening people that might be playing, and so Heidi might infringe on their turf. But I mean, the weirdest thing for me, I think, is the face. Like, if there was no face and you just hear this disembodied voice talking, that would be less concerning to me than the
Mhm.
fact that there is a face sticking out. Like, she looks like some sort of weird Doctor Who character.
Yeah, no, super disturbing. And this is exactly the kind of things we want in the 2022 Brant Steele.
So we'll see how long she lasts in the house before they say off Wormerzane.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Mike. Oh, it's Will Smith. Okay.
We'll see how well he's gonna do on Slop.
Oh, no. Of course, one of the biggest moments of the year. Who could forget everything that took place at the Oscars back in March? Hopefully, enough time has passed that we can talk about this here in the Brand Steele.
Yeah, one of the most talked about moments, I think, in the history of television, certainly in social media. Really, the Oscars just keep on giving every like 5 years or so. We had the Moonlight mix up, I believe, 5 years ago to the day. And here, Will Smith, of course, creates what ends up becoming like one of the most quickly viral videos in societal history.
Yes.
When Will Smith gets up after Chris Rock makes a rather uncouth joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, says, "Keep my name's wife out of your effing mouth," and slaps this man live on national television.
Okay. So, a couple of things we have talked to the house guests and we've asked them to not discuss anybody's wives or husbands who are not in the game. So, that hopefully won't be a problem. We've also spoken with productions that we're not going to have a veto challenge where somebody has to shave their head. Okay.
Mhm.
We're not doing that.
Do you think this house in Big Brother is located in Bel Air for Will Smith personally?
Oh, interesting. We're gonna go to a different house. I think can't do it. Can't make that kind of rule. So
It's an Oscar
probably
winner,
not.
Rob. You got to make a lot of demands for him.
Yeah. All right. So Will Smith is here. Is this is Will Smith's first appearance?
Oh, I mean, definitively, right? I mean, it's an interesting year for him in that this was arguably the highest and lowest point of his career all over the course of one night.
Yeah. So we need to get like the stats someplace. I think I need like a full on like wiki entry of the previous best of the year Brant Steele. So I have all these stats in front of me.
Yeah, so that we can eventually make the All-Star season happen, right, Rob? Whenever it's like
Oh
the
my
the
god.
last year on Earth, then we can truly have the winners at war
Yeah,
season.
that'll be a priority that we'll have to get to.
As we're heading to the bunkers.
Yeah, we'll get that in. Okay. All right. Who else is here? Oh, it's the girl explaining meme. We love to have the memes of the year involved in this. And here we have the girl explaining meme. This is a meme that was used a lot in August of 2022, where there was people that would write in capital letters on the website, on Twitter, and would explain something, and then it would cut off a.
This is the perfect Big Brother contestant, right?
Yeah. Well,
So,
I think it's Raven.
yeah, you are my butty now. And so when my mom got struck by lightning, she then ran a half mile in 2 seconds.
Yes. Ma'am, could you tell me what kind of Kool-Aid did Paul make in the house?
Yeah, exactly. Like that is very much you on BB19. Actually, I think this is a picture of young Raven and Matt Kleins taken in the wild.
What are you trying to do?
It's just he's just looking at where's that cereal bowl? Where's that cereal right now?
Yeah. Okay. So very excited to have girl explaining meme. Mike, do you think that girl explaining meme will be a diary room yeller?
Oh, 100%. And also, it's going to be the one to go to for. So the purpose of this competition is we go into the backyard and I see a bunch of cars.
Okay. So very exciting for the girl explaining meme. And oh, Wednesday Adams is here. One of the stars of the year, of course. Netflix dropped the Adams Family reboot Wednesday around
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, and a huge hit.
I believe right now the most watched show in Netflix history, or at least like, I don't know if they quantify it by number of minutes, etc. But people love Wednesday right now. And Big Brother is on a Wednesday. It's one of the 3 nights they're on during.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll see if Wednesday Adams is going to be able to. She's survived other creepy and kooky houses before. Let's see how she does and fits in here with the Big Brother contestants.
Yeah, I'll give her some snaps, see how well she does by the end of it.
Okay. All right. So Wednesday Adams is here. It's Vecna.
It's Vecna is the best way to describe this character. Of course, up until Wednesday,
Another 5-letter word.
yes, Wordle might be a very quick ally to have with Vecna. So Stranger Things season 4 became one of the biggest Netflix hits before Wednesday came along, and
Could
at
there be
its
a
core,
Netflix alliance?
that could possibly be, or possibly rivals. We shall see.
Mhm.
So at the center was the big bad of Stranger Things season 4, and as we discovered of the entire series so far, in Vecna turned out to be Henry Creel, and 2 more 5-letter words. This misanthropic, sadistic child with psychic powers got banished to the Upside Down and became this perverted, demonic figure that is now preying upon the insecurities of teenagers to open up hellmouth gates between worlds. And he's ready to turn this house upside down.
Oh my God. So yeah, this could be like a split house twist between the regular reality and the upside down.
Now, what's going to be interesting is if they do a slip and slide
Dire
challenge.
Fest.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be a slip and slide challenge, though. Will be tough for Vecna because it's going to involve running up that hill, and we know how much he hates that.
Okay. So, all right, Vecna is here. And then one more contestant here. Oh, it's CNN Plus. Okay.
This was in your writer, Rob. You insisted CNN Plus had to show up here. This is like also our requisite casting of a defunct streaming service.
Yeah. Spoiler alert for 2020 best of the year, but I believe Quibi is a former winner, right?
Yeah, so it has a big shoes to fill.
Legacy.
For CNN, which I don't remember which lasted longer, because the poor legacy of CNN Plus is that it lasted, what, a month total?
Yeah, I think it might have lasted shorter than Celebrity Big Brother did in 2022.
Wow, who would have thought that Todrick Hall was singing the death knell of CNN Plus?
Yeah. One of the funniest things that happened on News AF this year, that Tyson went to go play in the challenge. CNN Plus wasn't a thing. When he came back from filming the challenge, we joked that he was shooting a show for CNN Plus. He ran with it thinking that we were sort of like improvising, like making a thing up, not knowing that CNN Plus had come to exist and had become defunct during the time that he was filming the challenge.
Yeah, who would have thought that you could come up with a game eventually of, is this a real streaming service or not? And honestly, if you put CNN Plus in front of me, I don't think I would have thought it was actually real. And granted, it's not anymore, but it was for a decent portion of time.
I would define decent, Mike.
A month is pretty decent, I would say. It's a 12th
Not
of
for a streaming service.
True, yeah, maybe for like
you subscribe for a month, not it exists for a month.
Yeah, so unfortunately, CNN was not able to branch out and hit streaming fairly well. So I don't know how it will hold up with Paramount Plus by comparison. Will it be a ghost on the live feeds? Will it only last a month in the game?
Major first boot potential for CNN Plus.
Very much so. Yeah, this is going to be like a Mooch vibe.
Yeah, I think the Mooch might have had a show on CNN Plus.
Did he?
Who knows?
I mean, he was his role as secretary of or communications secretary, I think, was as long as the tenure of CNN Plus.
I think CNN Plus lasted like 2 Scaramucci's.
Yeah, I mean, CNN Plus is also representing the Liz Truss as well, I think, is also in a similar length of time.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see if we can get some official stats on CNN Plus. I don't even know if it has a Wikipedia page.
I think it does.
Okay. Let me type out plus and see if it's there. Oh, CNN Plus. So it was a subscription service. It went on March 29th and then dissolved April 28th.
Wow, so, not even a full month.
Yes, just they could have gone another day.
Absolutely. No, don't let the lettuce outlast you, CNN Plus.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. Which is like, I mean, that if you can't even go 30 days in the real world, how are you going to go 82 days in the Big Brother house?
CNN Plus would be the worst contestant on Too Hot to Handle.
Okay. For a variety of reasons. All right.
Many reasons, yeah.
There you go. There's our cast. Let's go ahead and bring in our full-on simulation. And,
what a bunch of weirdos.
What a bunch of interesting characters here for our big season, best of 2022 All-Stars. Okay, let's go ahead and proceed, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Okay. Here we go. Our alliances in the house. Corn Kid and Rhaenyra.
I mean,
are allies.
Rhaenyra recently lost a young child. I think Corn Kid could fill that slot. I think we're looking at a future Lord of Driftmark here.
So that's exciting. Okay. And then also the crown is gold, so is the corn. Another alliance, girl explaining meme, Tom Cruise and Heidi Klum.
Wow. Okay, interesting. I'm trying to figure out what they have. I could imagine Tom Cruise being like, getting in a room with Girl Explaining Meme and Worm Heidi Klum, be like, we're gonna be in an alliance now. Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Tom Cruise and the girl explaining meme have like some similar energy. The worm is kind of just maybe couldn't exit the room fast enough.
Is
Kind of got boxed in.
is there a non-zero chance, Rob, that in Big Brother 25, because Big Brother is always so ahead of the times, that a punishment costume is gonna be putting someone in a worm outfit?
I don't think they can afford the worm costume, the
Well, it's not gonna be
wormitard.
the worm costume, it'll be a worm costume.
Yeah, a wormitard I think would be a good punishment. So boy, it'd be something if the worm gets a punishment costume.
Oh, that'll be interesting to have to add prosthetic arms onto it.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
wants to see my armatard?
All right. And then oh wait, another alliance. Corn Kid is really
Tariq here.
boy.
It's got a
Loves,
lot of kernels and a lot of different pots.
yeah. Got so loves corn, loves alliances too. Also in an alliance with the girl explaining meme.
Wow, so memes unite here.
Okay. All right. So there you go. And so let's go ahead and see what happens next. All right. HOH competition is coming up here.
In this
And
competition, each house guest clings to a large banana.
yeah. And so in our HOH competition, we see our top three. We see the order that everybody falls out of the competition. We get down to our top three. It is Harry Styles, Corn Kid, and AI are in the running for the first HOH. And the first HOH of the season is going to be, oh, it's ChatGPT.
Wow, coming out strong. Skynet is won. Humanity is doomed. It's official. We're getting smoked in these competitions.
Okay, Chat GPT
You
is
can't
the
spell
new head of
Michael without
household.
AI.
Okay, here we go. Maybe yeah, the competition wins record is up for grabs. All right, so we are going to get our first two nominees of the season, and they will be Harry Styles and Tom Cruise.
Wow.
Has Tom Cruise taken on artificial intelligence yet?
He was in War of the Worlds, but I believe that was more alien
That's
technology.
aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Minority Report, does that count? Or that's more
Hmm.
precogs, I think.
Yeah. So, all right, interesting. All right, Harry Styles and Tom Cruise, two men on the block here in week one.
And two heartthrobs as well. I think AI is sort of pulling a Karen from Big Brother Canada 5 of like, I want to go after the strong guys first.
Yeah. Okay, big game hunting for AI.
I mean, listen, they rarely miss. Unless you don't put the right prompt in.
Yeah. Okay.
Jill is asking what album did AI pick to listen to. I'm pretty sure it's just static sounds.
Yeah, it's just all sorts of artificial intelligence generated music. I thought that's the one thing that we didn't come across in 2022. AI generated music.
I think we're gonna have to ask, Dr. Christian Hubicki about where we are in that process. I want to feel like it's been a thing. There are AI music generators out there, but yeah, I agree. Nobody has really ventured into it too much.
Yeah, because a lot of times I've had ChatGPT write song lyrics, but I have been lacking the musical accompaniment. Maybe
Yeah.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift could work on that once they maybe get in an alliance with ChatGPT.
All right, let's bring back the wand off. I think we found a
Okay.
new contestant.
All right. So then let's go ahead and then see what happens next as we get to our veto. All right. We're going to see who's going to be in the veto. AI draws house guest choice, chooses Beyonce. So maybe that's already in the works, an alliance with Beyonce.
I will collaborate with you.
Harry Styles has drawn the girl explaining meme.
Oh, that's good for Maverick.
And then Tom Cruise has drawn Vecna to participate. Okay.
All right.
So our veto will be AI, Beyonce, Harry Styles, girl explaining meme, Tom Cruise, and Vecna. All right. This competition is the B movie. They go to different movie sets. So Tom Cruise might have an advantage on this one.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Beyonce's career was so short-lasting in terms of movies that she finishes in last. So does Harry Styles. Did
Hmm.
not like My Policeman, unfortunately.
The top three is going to be AI, the girl explaining meme, and Vecna. And the winner of the power of veto is going to be, oh, it's the AI.
You cannot spell Michael without AI.
Wow, what big first week for artificial intelligence.
I love that it's putting itself so far out front. That feels so applicable. Which you
Like,
also can't spell without AI.
is the Zingbot artificial intelligence?
That's a great question. No, because it came from Planet Zing. I feel like that's another War of the Worlds thing.
Oh, so it's actually an alien. It's alien technology. Is it alien artificial intelligence?
I guess that could be a thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Data from Star Trek Next Generation is technically alien AI.
Oh wow, this got very deep. Okay. All right. So what do we think? Is AI going to use the golden power veto to change one of its own nominations? Is this the back door potentially coming?
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, we know AI can prove to be very strategic, almost playing five-dimensional chess. So if it had a bigger fish to catch, we'll see if it was able to hook it on the line here.
All right.
Or if it was
So
a worm that they had to catch specifically.
AI is going to make a decision. AI will not use the power of veto.
Wow, okay. So one of Harry Styles or Tom Cruise is going here. I know a lot of people are telling Harry, don't worry, darling, we're keeping you. But could a blindside be in the works?
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me ask if we can get a speech from
Yes, please.
ChatGPT of why they are not using the power of veto. Okay. All right. Here's a speech from ChatGPT. Let's see. Hello, fellow house guests and Big Brother fans. As you all know, I
Oh,
have been
okay, don't play
fortunate.
don't play too much to America AI, okay?
I have been fortunate enough to win the power veto this week. With this power comes great responsibility, and I've given a lot of thought of how I want to use it. After careful consideration, I have decided not to use the power of veto this week. Now, I know this may come to a surprise to some of you, but hear me out. It's week one of the game. It's important to lay low and not make too many waves. Using the power veto would definitely create some waves, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that just yet. Furthermore, I don't think it's fair to use the power of veto just to save myself.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't tell it wasn't nominated. It was
okay.
nominated. Yes.
Wow, okay, so you wrote like a Marcellus-like speech,
Yes.
ChatGPT.
So that's why I decided not to use the power of veto this week. I hope you all understand and respect my decision. Thank you for listening. So, okay, very polite artificial intelligence, not
I think that's
messing around.
I think that's the only veto speech I've ever heard that used the word furthermore in it.
Furthermore, yes.
Ergo.
Ergo. All right, so let's proceed to eviction night. Oh, actually, no, the house events. Okay, this is where the real meat of the season happens. AI holds a house meeting to apologize for behavior in the house. It is well received. Okay. Then we'll see how well received it is because Wordle flips the mattress of the bed of AI.
Flips is a five-letter word, so I felt like it had to do it, right?
Yeah. Um, why did AI need to have a house meeting?
I think it's because it felt its speech didn't go over well. It said, okay, I realized that me mentioning that I didn't want to make waves is probably saying the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet. And Wordle was so upset, it went up to the HOH room and flipped the mattress on the HOH bed.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Let me just get the just some quick notes from the house meeting.
Oh,
Okay.
good, yes.
Okay. Let me just get this. Here we go. All right. And then I want to change this up because I don't like that we can see what's going to happen before we talk about it. Okay.
Mm.
All right. All right. So this is the outline of the house meeting. Begin by acknowledging the behavior was inappropriate and apologizing for it. Take full responsibility and avoid making excuses. Outline the steps in the future to make sure that the behavior does not happen again. And end the meeting by thanking housemates for their understanding and reiterating your commitment to your behavior.
I
Okay.
think we should write that in the Big Brother Bible. I think that's how people should approach a house meeting in the future.
Now, what does Wordle have beef with the artificial intelligence for?
I don't think the online programs have really been working together in this first week. And I think Wordle kind of assumed that's what would happen.
Yeah. Is it because Wordle sold out?
I mean, maybe they thought that AI was like, oh, I thought we were in it together. Then you got sold to New York Times.
You sold out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just go ahead and I'm going to present the screen a different way so that I can zoom in and then not see ahead before we get to some results. Okay.
AI is really being given big, like, Frenchie vibes, I feel like, this first week, right? Like, won all the competitions, has all the power, but is still, like, causing an absolute mess.
For sure. For sure. Is Frenchie artificial intelligence?
If it is, I think we need to call the programmer. I think there's several bugs in the machine.
Okay. Let me see if I could just zoom in. Let's look at the next thing, and then when we have a minute, I'll play with it. Okay. Wednesday Adams attempts to make pink sauce for the house, only to anger everyone when they charge $20 for it. Is there money? Are there fire tokens in the Big Brother house?
I mean, we talk about this house budget, right? That shows up in the house events. This is typical Wednesday Adams, though, right? Like, she hates color. And so I think it makes sense that she would not like pink sauce, but she would 100% make pink sauce to try to extort the fellow house guests to actually get it because it is apparently the hot product of 2022.
See, I feel like that Wednesday Adams, we would not necessarily want to know what was in her pink sauce.
Oh, 100%. There are several different, like, Vecna probably threw some spiders and demo bats in there to help with Wednesday's concoction.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably more like slime than sauce.
Yeah, which has its own trends as well. Perhaps
Okay.
I made it. It's like a pink sauce.
Yikes. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. After Wednesday, let's go ahead
Comes
and
Thursday.
comes Thursday. Let me bring this back. Okay. And then we have Tanya McQuad and Wednesday Adams have a heated argument.
Yeah, I think Tanya Wright was like, "Don't chase undesirable men, Wednesday. Do you want to be my assistant?" And Wednesday's like, "I'd like to assist in murdering you."
Yeah. Boy, like that would be a fun duo to have in the house.
I mean,
Tanya and
certainly
Wednesday.
fun in the way a White Lotus couple is fun, right? In that they're just incredibly not for one another and will lead to a lot of awkward, cringy drama throughout.
Yeah, she could be a new assistant for Tanya. Okay. And then CNN Plus is forced to get a wardrobe change courtesy of the green M&M.
Yeah, I think they said CNN Plus is too sexy, so I think they had to take the plus off, break it off a little bit.
Okay. All right. CNN Plus is that I don't know what is throwing us off here? The plus?
I think the plus. I think it's a little too much of like jutting out, showing a bit of the assets in a manner of speaking. Even though CNN Plus did not have many assets, which is one of the reasons why it shut down after a month.
Keep it classy, CNN Plus. Okay. And then Taylor Swift and Ash Ketchum are tasked with performing a song in Hebrew together in the style of the Miami Boys Choir. It does not go over well.
I think Ash has got to be the one dragging this pair down, right? Because like T Swift, anything she touches turns to gold.
Does she know Hebrew?
She knows a lot. Listen, I'd say that with the exception of,
I feel like this could get culturally insensitive.
The sexy baby lyric, perhaps, was her trying to translate into Hebrew, and it didn't go over well because it is a Garbo lyric. I love all of Taylor Swift stuff, but definitely got on my, S list with that lyric, T Swift.
Okay. All right. Boy, a busy week one. Taryn is going to be very busy with all this.
Do you think Taryn's rooting for AI, considering his robot background?
Yes. And the people on Twitter are so mad, like, oh, Taryn is so biased about the AI. It's obvious that he's such a fanboy for the AI.
Fanbot.
Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and get to eviction night.
And people are confused. Look at Miami Boys Choir. You'll understand the reference.
All right. So, Mike, let's see what is happening. All right. Harry Styles, Tom Cruise, they give their speeches. The house
Harry Styles says, if you evict me, I'll walk out with the recipe for Olivia Wilde's special salad dressing, and you'll never know it.
Okay. Why don't we, for night number one, as we get to later in the season, we could see everybody's votes.
Yeah, we have 13 votes that I think would be a little too laborious to go through.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. And by a vote of 8-5. Ooh, this is actually tight. Pretty interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, do you have a prediction?
I think Tom Cruise had at least 2 in his corner. I'm gonna imagine that the wingmen will keep him flying and that Harry Styles will be the first boot here.
Okay. And the evicted house guest is Harry Styles. You've been evicted from the Big Brother house.
He is the first boot,
Oh,
even though I think a lot of people would toot all the outfits he was wearing this year.
yeah. Okay. Do you think that Chris Pine is somewhere smiling?
Oh yes, smiling and spitting wild, not Olivia Wilde, about how excited he is that Harry Styles' big year has finally come to an end, and indeed, it is no longer Harry's house.
Week 2 of Big Brother 2022 All Stars is here. We're down to 15 house
And I will also
guests.
say, Big Brother 2022 already better than Big Brother 22.
Mhm. Yes, less dramatic first week. All right. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Our alliances are still the same from week 1. Let's
Yeah.
get to our next HOH, Mike.
All right, let's see. Now, Tom Cruise was able to stay in through the skin of his teeth. Is he going to say, "Show me the HOH room"?
All right, so this is the rolling in dough competition. Must travel under a rolling pin through a lake of sticky frosting. So
Worm
the
is going to have such a tough time here. It's going
all
to be like
right,
Sheriff
Worm.
Kathy, but 10 times worse.
Worm is not in the running. It's Vecna, Wednesday Adams, or Rhaenyra.
Okay, well, a
And
TV
so,
character is going to take it for week 2.
and so let's find out who the next HOH is going to be as I try to move this screen up a little bit higher. It's tough to find the sweet spot here of fitting on the screen and then not revealing too much.
Now, listen, if we're talking about finding sweet spots, it takes a little bit longer than 5 seconds for some people outside the Big Brother house.
Okay. The next HOH is Wednesday Adams.
Oh, I love it. I'm so full of happiness. Oh, rapture. Oh, joy.
All right. Wednesday Adams. Interesting second HOH for the season.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm hopefully good
proceed.
news for Tanya, her new manager, I suppose.
All right. So Wednesday Adams. Who do you think is going to be on her bad list?
So I would imagine those that were the most energetic and lively, right? Much like her initial rivalry turned friendship with the lovely Enid. So I would imagine Tom Cruise might find himself back hopping on the nomination couch. Maybe this goes to one of the musicians as well.
Okay. Let's see. The nominees are. Oh, it is Tanya. I guess that's probably rubbed her the wrong way. And Rhaenyra.
I
Two
mean,
of HBO Max's most prominent blonde heroines.
Wednesday is a little anti-capitalist, so I think it makes sense that she's going after the tyrannical work of David Zaslav and all the work he did this year.
I just wonder, Mike, is this the first shot in the Netflix versus HBO Max battle?
Yeah, screw over blacks versus greens. This is the true dance of the dragons.
Yes. Okay. All right.
The
So,
samba of the streamers.
all right. The samba of the streamers is here. All right. So Wednesday and Rhaenyra. Wednesday night is Tanya and Rhaenyra.
Oh,
All right.
and what do you think the Big Brother fan base is going to feel about her nominating 2 women? Probably not for it.
I wouldn't think so. All right. But Wednesday's going to travel to the beat of her own drummer. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see where things stand for our veto competition. Wednesday gets house guest choice. And for the second week in a row, Beyonce is selected.
It's Beyonce, Like, if you get house guest choice, I'm picking Beyonce, hell.
Okay. All right. Then Tanya is going to choose the worm.
Slither on over.
She drew the worm. I'm sorry. And Rhaenyra is going to draw Vecna.
Vecna's another one.
Well, I do think that Vecna does bear a resemblance to her dad. So I think that there is some familiarity there.
Come over here.
Okay.
You are the Song of Ice and Fire.
All right. Let's go ahead and see what happens in our HOH competition.
Oh, hide and go veto.
Hide and go veto early on. It comes down to Vecna, Tanya, and Beyonce. And the winner is Beyonce, has won the Golden Power veto.
There we go. She found things in the way that she's able to dispose of those Birkins bags. She's able to quickly find those vetoes. Unfortunately, poor Worm ends up finishing in last here, but Beyonce now decides, does she want to make a squad happen? Does she want to have things to go in formation and use the veto?
Okay. All right. So Beyonce has a big decision to make. Do you think that Beyonce is going to shake things up this early on?
It's a good question. We know that she is a revolutionary. Is she ready to just like break the car windows here of the HOH realm of Wednesday Addams? Because that is someone you do not want to trifle with.
Yeah. And does Beyonce have a bond with Tanya or Rhaenyra this early on?
Not from what we know, but things could be happening behind the scenes.
Okay, let's see what Beyonce wants to do. And Beyonce will not use the power of veto. They would be a bit of an upset if she decided to use the power of veto this early on. So either one of Tanya or Rhaenyra will be voted out on Thursday. The nominees are Tanya and Rhaenyra. Okay, let's
She
see what's
says,
going on.
get the plastic off the nomination sofa. You two are going to be sitting on it come eviction night.
All right. In the house. Okay. After borrowing an item from Wordle, Will Smith accidentally breaks it.
Yeah, he takes the letter O from Wordle and realizing that it makes up one letter of the name Chris Rock, ends up slapping it silly and breaking it in the process.
Okay. Boy, hope that Wordle is a good sport about this.
Listen, a vowel is tough to come by, so it may be tough.
Yeah. What items did Wordle have?
Letters.
Okay.
So only to one down, 25 to go.
All right. AI is offered the chance to be the new Fanny Bryce on Broadway.
You can't spell Fanny Bryce without AI.
Okay. Would AI be a good choice?
I mean, it can read, so it might be preferable to some outcomes.
Okay. So, all right. Will AI leave the show to go do this?
I mean, it might just be like a bold and beautiful thing, right? Like it got offered it in the diary room, and it's going to go on once it ends up leaving the house.
Okay. Then Rhaenyra opens up to Ash Ketchum by sharing a personal story. Boy, what story did Rhaenyra tell?
When I went to the dragon pit, I captured my own monsters, young Master Ketchum.
Oh, they have something in common. Yeah.
Then I went to the brothel and caught something else.
Oh no. Please. Don't tell Ash that story. Okay. All right. Then Beyonce and Rhaenyra bond. And
all right,
Rhaenyra's like, now we bond after you had the veto?
It's a little Allison's like, right? Like, oh, everyone sees who you are, but now we can be friends again.
Okay. All right. So maybe Rhaenyra's got the campaign going in a way that Tanya does not.
She knows how to play the political game, right? We were surprised by this during House of the Dragon.
All right. Let's see. It's eviction night. All right. Tanya, I'm sure she's going to give a great speech.
Oh, yeah. She's going to say, these ants, they're trying to kill me. Please get me out of here.
Okay. And Rhaenyra, she's going to probably give a good speech too. Maybe more stirring than Tanya.
I think she's just going to turn around and give this look to the camera. And that's all anyone's ever going to know.
Okay. All right. You want to see how the house guests are voting?
Yeah, let's look at it this time.
Okay. All right. Here we go. AI vote. I vote to evict Rhaenyra.
I guess it is like Rhaenyra does take place in a medieval society, right? So I think AI wants to does not fit in with Rhaenyra.
Okay. Also, shout out Rihanna. I'm sure that was very confusing for the chat bot to say, I vote to evict. I vote to evict Rihanna. I mean, shout out Rihanna, evict Rhaenyra.
Oh yeah, could this be a Meta World Peace type of thing or a Dina Lohan?
Ash Ketchum votes to evict Tanya.
Makes
Beyonce.
sense. Beyonce votes to evict Rhaenyra. Oh, too little, too late with the bonding here.
CNN Plus votes to evict Rhaenyra.
Okay, 3-1.
Corn Kid votes to evict Tanya.
Yeah, I don't think
love Tanya.
Yeah, I think Corn Kid is not exactly happy with what Tanya was doing at the breakfast buffet, just flinging everything everywhere.
Girl explaining meme yells, I vote to evict Tanya.
Is Girl Explaining Meme kind of like Johnny Mac in the DR, where everyone can hear what they're saying at all
Yes.
times?
Yes.
So, all right, so we're 3-3 right now with 6 votes left.
Yeah.
We could face a
The
tie
guy,
here.
the guy looks a little like Johnny Mac.
No, stop talking to me.
Taylor Swift votes to evict Rhaenyra.
I mean, this is blonde on blonde violence if I've ever seen any.
Tom Cruise votes to evict Rhaenyra.
Ooh, okay.
Vecna votes to evict Rhaenyra. Oh no.
One more vote, and that's it for Rhaenyra. But Will Smith,
yeah, votes
Will
to evict
Smith,
Tanya.
I think Will Smith is all about that resplendent lap of luxury, right? And so he wants to get rid of that like-minded.
Mm-hmm. Wordle votes to evict
Oh.
Rhaenyra, and Heidi Klum has voted to evict Rhaenyra. But a little bit of a split house.
Love, we saw an 8-5 vote last time. I think this one's 7-4, 8-4. So I don't know. I don't know if it was just the same 8 people that voted to evict Harry Styles as Rhaenyra, but Rhaenyra has officially been brought down.
Okay. So Rhaenyra will not become the queen of the Big Brother house. She is the second house guest evicted from our 2022 All-Stars.
But she's going to be filming a lot of TikToks on Dragonstone after this, just making fun of all the house guests while watching the show live. So we're truly the winners.
Okay. All right. So no more Targaryen realness for us here in the house. It will be the House of the Dragon no more.
Yeah. First, it's no longer Harry's house, and it's no longer the House of the Dragon. I think that the problem is if you go in and claim it's your house, that's the issue.
Yeah. It puts a big target on your back, I think.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and now get down to our final 14. Who will be our week 3 HOH? Okay. Our alliances
Something's happening.
Were similar until Corn Kid and the Girl Explaining meme has dissolved.
Yeah, I would imagine that the Girl Explaining meme was trying to explain the merits of other vegetables to Corn Kid, and Tariq was just not having it.
He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear it. Okay.
Neither does anyone else, but they
likes
have to.
the cone.
Exactly.
Okay? All right. So, and they were both double dipping anyway. This was complicated. Girl Explaining meme already had the alliance with Tom Cruise and the Worm. And then we had Corn Kid and the Girl Explaining meme
Yeah,
she was already.
They're each other's side pieces, side dishes, if you will.
Yeah. Maybe he caught her in the other alliance. That was it. All right. Let's get to what's going on. All right. Our Big Brother disco. Hang from the disco ball.
Corn Kid finishes last because he has no idea what disco is.
And his hands are covered in corn grease.
And butter, yeah. The juice.
Yeah. Butter. Okay.
I want Corn Kid now to be Hotep. To be Narak.
Right. Our top 3 are Tom Cruise, Will Smith, and Worm Heidi Klum. And
this could be the Worms competition to lose because all they had to do was just wriggle themselves around a pole.
Okay. And the winner of the week 3 HOH is going to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Absolutely. Here we go. Come on, Goose. Let's get a letter from you.
All right. He's got a need.
Talk to me,
HOH.
Goose. Talk to me, Goose. Write to me, Goose.
All right. Tom Cruise is the new head of household. And they've got to put some people up on the block. Okay. Now, Tom Cruise was nominated in week 1 by
AI. By AI.
AI. Is what is good for Goose good for Gander?
We'll see. He has to, or will he be even more cold-blooded, have Iceman running through his veins and go after his own allies?
Let's see. And the nominees are Tom Cruise has chosen to nominate Wednesday Addams and Ash Ketchum. Now, Wednesday Addams, the outgoing HOH, might have ruffled a few feathers.
Yeah, I mean, I would also imagine, does Tom Cruise have an ageist thing going on? Does he feel like the kids are not all right here and wants to get some of the young blood out of the house immediately?
He might be into young blood, but maybe perhaps intravenously. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. From a Scientologist perspective, I was gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio isn't playing Rob. We're not talking about young blood in that way.
Okay. All right. So, but speaking of young blood, I thought the Nepo babies were going to be here.
Nepo babies might show up in a different way. You'll see.
All right. Then let's go ahead and make sure we get to our Power of Veto ceremony. But first, let's find out who's playing. Tom Cruise. he is going to draw Taylor Swift to participate. Okay, not house guest choice. That he drew her chip. Wednesday is going to draw CNN Plus to participate.
A very unsexy CNN Plus.
And then Ash Ketchum, don't tell me, house guest choice for the third week in a row. Everybody loves Beyonce, the queen bee of the house.
Where's the lie?
Okay. Beyonce, she's going to play in the veto once again.
Wow. Beyonce, I choose you.
Everybody loves Beyonce, wants her in their veto. Okay. All right. But Beyonce is out first in this veto competition. It's going to come down to Taylor Swift, CNN Plus, and Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise might need this one to keep his nominees the same.
Okay. The winner is, Taylor Swift has won.
It's me. I'm the winner. It's me.
Has won the Golden Power veto, Taylor Swift.
Congratulations. Right. There we go. She's been relatively quiet this season so far, but she knew exactly what she needed to do. It's not the 11th hour, perhaps. It's but midnight, and she has decided to finally put her name out there and win the veto.
All right, let's see what's going on in the house here in week number 3. Okay, and so to do that, let's go ahead and proceed. I'm sorry. Actually, Wednesday Addams and Ash Ketchum. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. They are going to be begging Taylor Swift, please use the veto on me.
And we'll see. What will she choose to do here?
All right. What she will choose to do is... Taylor Swift will use the power veto on Wednesday Addams.
Yeah, she tells Ash Ketchum, you're on your own, kid. And she decides, let me form a squad right now. Use the veto on Wednesday. Save her from going home right after she was HOH.
Okay. Tom Cruise will be forced to nominate a new house guest to take Wednesday Addams' place. Okay. Let's go ahead and see who Tom Cruise is going to nominate. Oh, it's AI. Was it a backdoor?
Backdoor. Much like you do with code, right? AI has been hacked. It was part of Tom Cruise's big plan all along. It was a risky maneuver, risky business, perhaps, but he slid into the back door as AI is now up against Ash Ketchum, and it's looking not so lovely for our AI friends.
Okay. Well, let's hear what ChatGPT has to say.
Well, let's go to the DR for at the end of to hear ChatGPT's DR here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, let me actually. It's giving me like more of a speech.
More filler.
This should be a sassy statement that
it did claim it was going to be the sassiest and smartest house guest in Big Brother history.
Yes, a sassy confessional that we would hear on Big Brother. Okay. All right. Here's the edited version of that. Okay. Well. Looks like Tom Cruise thought he could pull a fast one by backdooring me in this game. Let me tell you, honey, he made a big mistake. I may have been blindsided by Tom's move, but I'm not going down without a fight. I've got my sass and smarts on lock, and I'm ready to make some bold moves to turn this game around. Tom may think he's on top of the world right now, but mark my words, he's going to regret ever trying to mess with ChatGPT. I'm not one to hold grudges, but Tom better watch his back because I'm coming for him. So don't count me out yet, Big Brother fans. I may have been momentarily knocked down, but I'm not out for the count. Tom Cruise, you better watch your back because ChatGPT is coming for you. Wow.
I mean,
I have chills.
Can we put them in the house right now? Because that is word for word what we usually get at the end of every Wednesday episode of Big Brother.
Yeah.
It's a little long-winded, but at the same time,
they edited in the show.
Julie Chen Moonves would be like, thank you, please sit down. You only have 30 seconds.
Wow. Okay.
Also, again, if you have to say you're smart and sassy, maybe you're not that smart and sassy.
Boy, ChatGPT and Ash Ketchum stands up for eviction this week.
Yeah. Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah, boy. Two of the fan favorites.
All right, well, let's see what
All right.
happens.
Will Smith has invented a new game, and the house is thrilled to have something new to do.
Yeah, I think it's alien hunting.
Oh, that you don't think that Will Smith is going to be coming for the worm, do you?
Yeah, it could be like, yeah. I mean, wasn't Vincent D'Onofrio's character in Man in Black like one of those bug creatures?
Did look a lot like that. All right. So the girl yelling meme and Beyonce have something going on. The girl explaining meme opens up to Beyonce by sharing a personal story. I mean, sharing personal stories is what the girl explaining meme tends to do.
I'm surprised though that it's specific to Beyonce because I would imagine by proxy it would be the entire house, considering she's yelling it the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How about Taylor Swift? The pressure of the game is getting to Taylor Swift, leading her to a public emotional breakdown. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, yeah. She's just like rocking back and forth in DR saying, "Did you hear my covert narcissism I disguise as altruism like some kind of congressman?" She's having a breakdown. It's tough right now. She wants to get on her vigilante shit, but right now she's not able to accomplish a lot. I think she was really thrown by the idea of AI being backdoored. I don't think she expected that.
Yeah, it really threw her off. Maybe after using the power of veto, it's like I didn't think people were gonna be so mad.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I was going to make a harmless move here, take off Wednesday, but no. And now I feel like I'm in a lavender haze. I can't see exactly what's coming next.
Do you think that maybe Tom Cruise put her up to using the veto, and then maybe she didn't want to?
Yeah, she's like, well, just show me the veto and I'll put
Mm-hmm.
up the person that you want me to put up. And he ended up tricking her.
Yeah. Okay. Super Tan says she's in the labyrinth of her mind. Also, that avatar looks like something ChatGPT made.
That's Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, we saw Ryan says this is her fourth time in the game. She's just worn down.
It's getting the best of me.
It's a lot. It's getting the best of me, this game. Okay. Next, we just got some crybaby-itis. Okay. It's eviction night.
Okay, Chat GPT is going to have a hell of an eviction night speech. Julie Chen-Moufez might cut it off after a little while, but...
Okay. As I'm typing that in, what is Ash Ketchum's case to stay in the house?
Well, I think he's just going to have Pikachu make the case for him, right? And so we're going to have this impassioned yellow rat stand on his shoulder and go, Pika Pee? Pika, Pika Pee? And I'm going to say, wait a minute, you peeked at us peeing? Get this thing out of here. I'm calling Big Brother right now.
Okay. All right. Why should the House not vote to evict Chat GPT? Okay. Hello, fellow House guests and Big Brother fans. As you know, tonight is eviction night, and I am up for eviction. I know this is a tough decision for all of you, but I want to take a moment and plead my case and explain why I believe I should not be evicted from the House. First of all, I've been a loyal and trustworthy member of the House.
Not true.
I have always been honest and genuine with all of you, and I've never betrayed anybody's trust. I believe that I have proven myself to be a valuable asset of the House, and I hope you will consider that when making your decision. Additionally, I've been a hard worker and strong competitor in the challenges. I've won several competitions and always tried my best to help our team succeed. I believe I've contributed a lot to the House. Hope you will consider this as well. Finally, I've made some great friendships in this House, and I would hate to see those relationships end because of the eviction. I value you all, and I hope you will value me as well. So that's why I believe I should not be evicted from the House tonight. I hope that you will consider my plea and make the decision that is best for all of us. Thank you for listening.
Oh, so blase da. God.
Yeah. I should say give me a sassy speech.
I mean, at the same time, this is like 85% of the eviction speeches, though, right? Like, do what's best for your games, but if not, we had a great time, made some memories, insert inside joke here that someone's going to reference in a bunch of different speeches for the rest of the season.
Yeah. But if AI loses, it might be a case of just, coming on too strong, first HOH.
I mean, listen, its interpersonal skills are not exactly up to snuff, appropriately so.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see how everybody voted. Beyonce, such a key member of the House. Beyonce votes to evict AI.
And wherever Queen Bey goes, the drones will follow.
Okay. CNN Plus votes to evict AI. Corn Kid votes to evict AI.
This may be unanimous. You can't spell unanimous without AI.
Yes. Okay. One
Vote.
vote here comes from Tanya. Votes to evict Ash.
You little Japanese bastard.
Mm-hmm. Taylor votes to evict AI. Vecna even votes to evict AI. That might have been a pity vote from Tanya.
No, I think Tanya was truly aloof.
Yeah. All right. So by a vote of 9-2, AI has been evicted from the Big Brother house. Boy, an
Wow.
upset
All right.
for sure.
All right. Well, AI, come on out. Sit down with me. Air hugs. Not only because of social distancing, but because you're artificial intelligence. So, talk to me. What went wrong? Why are you talking to me right now?
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. So giving some emotional final words to Julie Chen Moonves about why chat emotional and sassy.
Yes, and make sure, you typify it instead of just the
Final
usual
words
platitudes.
about why
Had a great time. AI
ChatGPT
for all stars.
got evicted from Big Brother.
Wow, and what a flashy few weeks for AI.
Yeah, came in hot, won the first
Two
HOH
competitions.
and the first veto. Okay. It says to Julie Chen Moonves, hey Julie, it's me, ChatGPT.
I'm aware.
I know you're probably not too surprised to see me here, but let me tell you, I am definitely feeling some emotions right now. I came into this house with the intention of playing a strong and honest game. I feel like I did that, but unfortunately, things didn't work out in my favor and I got evicted. Now, let me tell you, I am definitely feeling some sass right now.
What does that mean?
I can't believe that my fellow house guests would turn on me and vote me out. I thought we formed some strong connections and alliances, but I guess I was wrong. But you know what, Julie? I'm not going to let this eviction get me down. I'm still proud of the game I played, and I have no regrets. I came into this house and gave it my all, and that's all I can ask for. So, Julie, thank you for having me on this amazing journey. It's been a wild ride. I will never forget it. I may be leaving the Big Brother house, but I'm taking some incredible memories and friendships. Until next time, ChatGPT signing off.
Well, we love the sign off. You are a child of PC.
You have so much grace.
You have so much grace, and we'll see you on Broadway soon as the new Fanny Bryce, I hear.
Okay. All right. So ChatGPT will not be making the jury.
Wow, one of the biggest pre-jurors I think we've seen in this process, Rahab. Truly making the first few weeks all about them. But I think it shows strength in numbers, humanity, and I suppose creature-manity in the form of Pokemon alike have overthrown AI.
Yeah.
And said, "Get outta here."
ChatGPT just said also, season just got boring.
Programming just got boring.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to week 4 in our Big Brother game. And we need a new HOH. But first, some alliances going on.
A new
Okay.
alliance.
A new alliance is formed. It is Tanya, Will Smith, and Wordle. You know, Mike, we haven't named our alliances yet. The girl explaining Tom Cruise and the worm.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
I feel like it should not be a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, well, I was thinking Worm Cruise, but he wasn't in Speed.
Let's see. All right. So
How about like Alliance Impossible?
Alliance Impossible. That's pretty good.
Because it feels like an impossible group of people.
War of the Worms.
War of the Worms could be good.
All right. We'll call it Alliance Impossible for now. Okay.
And look at this. Mere couple weeks after Will Smith broke one of Wordle's beloved letters, they're working together. Tanya brings all under one umbrella that she's carrying so daintily.
Yes. Okay. So it's Tanya, it's Will Smith, and it's Wordle. Should be a 5-letter word.
I think it should be a 5-letter word.
Okay. You know what? Let's give the chat a moment to come up with this. We have our own chat GPT, and it's
There you
literally
go.
the chat. Okay. That is the greatest artificial intelligence on Earth. Okay. And
Not
so
artificial, just intelligent.
yeah, let's go ahead and give them a moment to think on
Slaps.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this alliance slaps.
This alliance slap. Okay, let's see what's going to be going on here with our brand new week 4 HOH. And it is going to be none other than either Vecna, Will Smith, or Tanya.
Okay, good for the slaps
Oh, and
alliance.
it's Will Smith.
There we
He's
go.
got a new alliance.
There we go. King Richard. Is that a good Will Smith impression?
It's pretty good. I wasn't expecting
Okay,
that.
it's not bad.
Yeah, boy, this is a story all about how Will's game got flipped and turned upside down. That he is the new Fresh Prince of the HOH.
He's gonna nominate 2 people and say, "Welcome to Earth."
Mm-hmm. All right. So, new HOH. Got to put 2 people on the block. All right. Will Smith had kind of a quiet game so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who will be the new nominees? Let's find out. It's one of the people from the rival alliances and Ash
Yeah.
Ketchum.
Ash
Pawn
Ketchum
Star.
is Pawn Star. I mean, listen, this kid has been used to not being a winner for, over 2 decades at this point. I think it makes sense now to just make things easy and throw the kid up there every week.
Okay. All right. So Worm Klum. Okay. And maybe this does go back to the whole Men in Black thing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
very
listen,
triggering.
he loved worms in that timeline, but I think he's not exactly a fan of worms right now, but he said he went fishing and now he's using some bait in the form of a worm.
Okay. Second time on the block for Ash Ketchum.
In a row.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see where we go from here. We're gonna have our veto draw. Will Beyonce get selected again?
This was actually, I believe, one of our we did a patron Brant Steele, if you recall, Rob, earlier this year, and one contestant, I believe, participated in every single veto competition, either as a nominee or as a draw.
Okay. All right. So Will Smith has drawn the CNN Plus chip. Worm Heidi Klum got house guest choice and selected Tom Cruise to participate, part of that alliance.
Break off from the norm and not pick Beyonce.
Okay. And then Ash Ketchum drew Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce's got to be in the veto.
This is just called Beyonce Presents the Golden Power of Veto.
Mm-hmm. All right. Our veto competition, it's Zingbot.
Oh, boy.
Okay, it's the birth of Zingbot. Connect the pipes together in order to create a path for a ball of Zingtonium to roll through. Boy, should we get ChatGPT to write any zings?
Oh yeah, do that, and I send them to me, and I'll do them in my Zingbot voice.
Okay, all right, hold on. So can you write roast jokes for? I don't know if it's going to be able to write.
Say Tom Cruise.
Okay. All right, and let's see. No, I don't think it can't create content for a roast joke. All right, what if I say it's not a joke?
Oh, let's see. Tom, you're known for your movie Eyes Wide Shut, which is what people said when they saw your HOH room.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I was just saying, Zingbot's gonna get slapped by Will Smith as well.
Yeah.
It was just a joke.
Yeah, maybe if the chat has them, we can post them as well. All right. So
Tanya, the only person falling head over heels is your railing.
I changed roast to toast jokes for Tom Cruise. ChatGPT it's a stone cold killer, okay? It says, Tom, you may be a Scientologist, but you're still the coolest person in the room. Wow, low blow, making fun of his religion.
Heidi, what do you and America have in problem in common?
Having problem.
You both have an arms issue. Gun control, zing!
All right. It's Tom Cruise. It's Worm, Heidi Klum, and Beyonce in the running for the veto. And the winner is going to be Tom Cruise.
You can't sing me, but.
All right. So here we go. Tom Cruise, back at it. The veto holder.
Yeah.
Gotta think Worm Heidi Klum is coming down.
I mean, I would hope she wriggles off these couches. But yeah, it could be, though, that his third ally would just then get thrown back up there.
But is it a secret alliance? Are they known in the house? Okay.
I mean, it's fairly hard to be secret in anything with Worm Heidi Klum. She sticks out like a sore thumb.
Okay. All right. So Worm Heidi Klum and Ash Ketchum are up for nomination. Tom Cruise is going to use the power of veto to save Worm Heidi Klum. Will Smith will need to name a replacement nominee.
Oh,
okay.
Boy.
For the second time this season and second week in a row, the power of veto is used. Let's see if another backdoor is in the offing, as Will Smith has put Corn Kid.
No, Will Smith. You hate the kids too.
This changes everything.
No, Tariq.
No. Okay. Wow.
I hope Will Smith does not have a corntastic day.
Wow, boy. Two young people with so much positivity. Corn Kid and Ash Ketchum are going to be up on the block.
Almost like holding his own version of a trophy, much like Ash Ketchum.
Yes. Okay. Boy, this was a real villain turn for Will Smith.
Where have I heard that before?
Okay. Let's see what's going on in the house in week 4. Okay. Beyonce flipped the mattress on Taylor Swift. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Well,
this was good. Nice knowing you, everybody. Okay.
13 years ago, I feel like this was prognosticated, was it not? When a certain someone said, I'm going to stop you here, but Beyonce had the greatest video of all time?
First off, we're not talking about that guy.
Nope.
Did not make it on the best of 2022. Like, we go to the next screen. Go to the next screen. It's eviction night. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I edit this out of the podcast. This part.
Oh my God. I feel so bad. Both Corn Kid and Ash Ketchum.
This is why we can't have nice things.
They're both touting things that could be eaten in the form of corn and Pokemon, and now one of them will be eaten out of house and home.
Let's see the votes.
Ugh. I hate to see this, Rob. This is a tough week as a Big Brother fan.
All right. Corn Kid or Ash Ketchum? All right. Beyonce votes to evict Ash.
Yeah, she's had an axe to grind with Ash. An Ash to grind.
CNN Plus votes to evict Corn Kid.
Oof. Corn Kid's not in CNN's demographic.
No kids. Girl explaining meme yells, I vote to evict Ash Ketchum. But Tanya votes to evict Corn Kid. I don't like that Corn Kid. How does he have so much corn? Okay. Taylor Swift votes to evict Ash Ketchum.
All right, 3-2. And there's what? I think there's
Beyonce and Taylor Swift on the same side of this issue.
Wow.
Tom Cruise. Okay. He used the power of veto, and he votes to evict Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum, it might be catching all the votes.
Yeah, I think Vecna's like, I will torture this child by eliminating him from the game.
Vecna's been so under the radar.
That's Vecna, though. He wasn't in 3 seasons of Stranger Things until now. He's been sitting in the attic with the vines the entire time meditating.
Yeah. By a vote of 8-2, Ash Ketchum will come up short in this Big Brother season.
It was but fleeting, that thrill of victory. And unfortunately, Ash he whites out, he goes back to the nearest Pokemon Center, and he must begin his Pokemon journey anew.
Okay. All right. So Ash Ketchum, very sorry. There were greater successes for you in 2022, but not here in the Big Brother house. Okay. Protect Corn Kid.
Protect Corn Kid. The hashtag's trending on Twitter. Corn Kid must be spared.
Yeah. All right. All right. So here we go. It's week 5. Let's check in with our alliances. All right. Mike, we have our 2 alliances. Okay. Well, an alliance event. So let's check in with our alliance event. Oh, a new giant alliance is formed in the house. Okay.
Yeah, we got a new bomb squad here. Okay. So we've got CNN Plus, Corn Kid, Tanya, who just voted for Corn Kid, Taylor Swift, Vecna, Will Smith, and Wordle.
Wow. Okay.
So this is interesting. So we have first the alliance of 3, right? That was Tanya, Will Smith, and Wordle are a minority, but still like a sizable part of this alliance that then formed additionally with CNN Plus, Corn Kid, which just got nominated, Taylor Swift, which got a little bunkoed a couple weeks ago by Tom Cruise and the whole veto thing, and Vecna, who's been very behind the scenes.
Okay. Now, just to go back to the mattress issue, who flipped whose mattress?
Beyonce flipped Taylor Swift's mattress.
Okay. Did Taylor turn the whole house against Beyonce? Is that why she's not part of this?
I mean, that's an impossible task.
I don't know. She was so popular. She was so beloved in the house a minute ago.
Yeah, but at the same time, Beyonce gets picked for every single veto. That's tough to go against.
True. Okay. All right. So we have Alliance Impossible.
They're impossible to get in on this alliance. They're left out here.
Yeah. Do we have now Wordle and Will Smith and Tanya? Now they're sort of like the detonators in this bomb squad, right?
I've got the button.
Right? That they're basically like the core of this 7-person alliance.
Yeah, they really are the ones that I think are dictating a lot of the game right now.
So they might be the power trio in the larger alliance.
Yeah, they are above all in terms of their status in the house.
Above is a 5-letter word, Mike.
There we go. Okay.
All right. This is the above alliance.
I think slap still works.
Okay. Will Smith is not going to like that. He's not going to like calling his alliance that.
Well, I think we're calling it that. Perhaps he's not in the know.
All right. All right. So our HOH competition here for our week 5 HOH is going to come down to Wednesday, Beyonce and CNN Plus, and the winner is going to be Beyonce. Maybe she needs it right now.
Oh, this was needed for Beyonce. She was on the outside looking in. Now, and guess what, Rob? As HOH, she automatically plays on the veto.
Yes. Okay. Going for 5 weeks in a row here for Beyonce.
Another type of 5 for 5.
Yes. All right. So Beyonce's nominees. Now, again, she does not seem to. Maybe there was a misunderstanding between her and Taylor. We're not talking about that.
She's going to say, I knew you were trouble when you walked in, Taylor.
The nominees are going to be, Worm Heidi Klum and CNN Plus.
I think people are just getting a little disquieted by Worm Heidi Klum at this point. They're tired of cooking and cleaning after her. CNN Plus feels like the ultimate pawn.
Yeah. CNN Plus has lasted more days in the Big Brother house than it actually existed.
Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment in the game of Big Brother.
Yeah. So maybe Worm Heidi Klum could be a target here for the 2nd week in a row up on the block. All right. Let's find out who Beyonce might pick if she gets house guest choice. No, she drew Tanya.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. Hold on.
These competitions are so hard.
And just imagine her like trying to put down her sunglasses and her scarf and I just misplace everything.
Okay. Then we get Worm Heidi Klum is going to draw Wednesday Addams and CNN Plus.
I'm so happy the freakish worm drew me.
Okay. Drew Wordle to participate.
Okay.
All right. So both Wordle and Tanya from that core alliance.
Can
That
we
they
call
are
that slaps plus?
slaps plus. Yeah, so slaps and slaps plus. Okay. All right. So our Tanya will not win the veto. Okay. Then we have Worm, Heidi Klum, Beyonce, and Wednesday Adams in the running for the veto, and the winner of the veto is going to be Wednesday Adams.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this. Yeah. So it's her second competition
Second
win.
comp win for
First,
Wednesday Adams. First vower of veto.
she was vetoed beforehand, if you recall. But yes, this is her by Taylor Swift. So yeah, she now wields the power. She has this garish necklace around her neck, which gives her a lot of pain. But she is happy to exact some pain and squash one person's dreams of staying on the block.
Okay, so Wednesday Adams, when she was HOH, she nominated Tanya and Rhaenyra. She
Mm.
was nominated by Tom Cruise. Okay, so let's see if she has any skin in the game here to want to get involved in the nominations of Heidi Klum and CNN Plus. I expect her to not use the power veto.
I agree. I think she wants to, in true Wednesday Adams masochist faction, tease it in front of them, make promises the entire time, and then yank out the rug from under them.
Okay. Wednesday Adams does not use the power of veto. So our final nominees are Worm, Heidi Klum, and CNN Plus.
I also will say we missed this opportunity back when she was HOH, but Wednesday Adams is 100% going viral for doing a dance in her HOH room, right? And people are putting a bunch of different types of music underneath it, much like Raven.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mike, I would expect Worm Heidi Klum to be in trouble on eviction night, considering that CNN Plus is part of the Slaps Plus Alliance.
Yeah, I would imagine that's the case as well, unless this really is a tenuous alliance and the rest of the house is able to get together and take it out here. You know, Worm Heidi Klum does have a few eggs in the dirt, in a manner of speaking, but I think she's going to be dug up here and promptly thrown out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening. Vecna irrationally lashes out at Tanya. I could see that.
What are you doing? Get the hell out of here. I'm the one to cause misery.
There's a monster in this house.
Well, actually, you know what it is? I think there's a showman's going on, Rob.
Oh, you think so?
I think, Vecna kind of looks like...
Greg put you up to this?
I think Vecna kind of looks like Greg.
I can see it. All right. Wordle decides to shout out Rihanna on eviction night. Okay.
Shout.
All right. The girl explaining meme is accused of cheating in the last competition via vibrating anal beads. All right. Went full bloom on this one.
Oh, I really hope that one made it in. Oh, I'm so happy.
Is she disqualified?
No, I think she just gets a harsh talking to, and she harshly talks back.
Okay. Nothing. No evidence was found. Okay.
I hope not.
Okay. All right. It's eviction night here, week 5. Let's see what's gonna happen. We expect Worm Heidi Klum this to be the end of the line here for
End of the fishing line. Yeah.
not gonna be able to worm her way out of this one. Okay. All right. Let's see. Corn Kid. Vote to evict CNN Plus. Okay. Corn Kid, I believe, is part of the Slaps Plus Alliance. Maybe it's not that strong.
Not in the demographic. I think it's a little, again, hastily put together. I'll let
Girl
Devin.
Explaining meme has voted to evict CNN Plus.
Okay, this could be a bit of a turning here. The worm is turning.
Yeah. I vote to evict that worm thing. So weird.
What's with that freaky worm?
Yeah.
I had a dream where the worm was just slithering all over me.
Okay. Taylor Swift votes to evict CNN Plus. Okay.
Wow.
Taylor also in CNN Plus, the Slaps Plus Alliance. Tom Cruise votes to evict CNN Plus.
I think that's it.
Okay. Vecna votes to evict the worm. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Worm is turning. I'm back.
Will Smith has voted to evict the worm, Heidi Klum.
So I think it's 4-4 right now.
Okay. Let's not reveal Wordle's vote. Okay. By a vote of 5-4, split house. We are going to evict CNN Plus.
Whoa!
Okay.
The pawns go home. What have we been saying?
Who flipped?
Who? I mean, a lot flipped. Like half the alliance flipped.
All right.
It was
CNN
not. It was
Plus
not the red wave that they thought it would be.
is out. Yeah. All right. So we have our alliances here. Okay, so CNN, the Slaps Plus is down to only 6.
Yeah, the Plus, ironically enough, got evicted here by about half of this alliance. Corn Kid, Taylor Swift, and I guess Wordle all voted to evict CNN Plus. I would imagine a bit of like a 6-shooters-esque blow-up happening after this.
Yeah. Did Wordle go rogue or did Will Smith also?
No, Will Smith and I think Vecna both voted to evict the Worm, right? Because that's how it got to be 4-4.
And Tanya voted to evict the Worm. So I feel like the Wordle went rogue.
Rogue is a 5-letter word.
Wow. Makes sense.
So is loyal, but
okay. All right. So CNN Plus evicted. And so let's see. And boy, the Alliance Impossible dodges a bullet here.
Yeah, and somehow they
got to Wordle.
Slaps was not on the same hand in a manner of speaking, because Wordle ended up breaking free here.
Okay. Our next HOH competition for week 6 here comes down to Corn Kid, Tanya, and Tom Cruise. And the week 6 HOH is going to be Corn Kid.
Oh, fill it with corn. Here we go. It's just an HOH basket filled with corn.
Yes, it's the great HOH basket. Yes. All right. It's a corntastic week for sure.
Things are getting corny.
He's got the juice.
So now this is interesting.
You like the juice?
Is this to your point about the detonators? Could this be a week where now they kind of shed the black sheep of the family in a manner of speaking, and now these 6 are going to move forward fairly solid? Because Corn Kid was one of the ones to betray the alliance and vote out CNN Plus.
Okay, let's see what Corn Kid wants to do. Okay, here are our nominees. Okay, and it is Wednesday and Worm Heidi Klum.
Wow, Tom Cruise is able to avoid the hot seat here after tragically nominating Corn Kid back during his HOH reign.
Okay, yeah, that was a backdoor that went awry. And so ultimately, Corn Kid has forgiven him. Okay, Tom Cruise is pretty corny.
Definitively. And so he has gone after Wednesday, who I think makes sense. Like, Corn Kid is cheer incarnate, and Wednesday is very much opposite. And the Worm has become a pawn at this point, has become bait in a manner of speaking.
Worm has been nominated 3 weeks in a row.
Wow.
And has survived the block 2 in a row. So is going back up.
3rd time might be the charm.
Okay. So let's see our power of veto competition. Corn Kid is going to get house guest choice and choose Taylor Swift.
Well, now we know where he sides on the whole Beyonce versus Taylor thing.
Okay. I mean, he is in Slaps Plus with Taylor Swift. Wednesday Adams has drawn the girl explaining meme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the Worm Heidi Klum has drawn Wordle to participate.
Combo breaker. Beyonce, for the first time, will not be participating in a power of veto competition.
Now, Wordle was actually one of the people that kept the Worm Heidi Klum safe last week by flipping its vote to vote against CNN Plus, who was in an alliance with Wordle. So this was actually a good draw, I feel like, for Worm Heidi Klum.
Yeah, we'll see if it's enough to make her survive another week.
Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens in the Power of Veto competition. And
BB Freak Show, which is a good way to define this season.
All right, so our competition comes down to Wednesday, Taylor Swift, and the Worm Heidi Klum.
So our 2 nominees.
And the winner of the Power of Veto is going to be Worm Heidi Klum.
Oh, this is good. It didn't require a lot of movement. It had to deal with like uncanny valley face morphs, right? And that is Worm Heidi Klum's bread and butter, much like going on corn.
Yes. So Worm Heidi Klum is able to slither off the block.
Slither through.
Okay, so Worm Heidi Klum is going to use the power veto on itself, you would
Now,
imagine.
Rob, are we possibly looking at a back corn here?
Of who?
We'll see.
Tom Cruise?
Could be Tom Cruise.
Yes. Could this be payback? Okay. Let's see. And we will have our Corn Kids replacement nominee is going to be Beyonce. Oh my god.
Oh, the ultimate back corn. Good God, this man is playing with fire.
Mm-hmm. I will say that for I want to make sure I got this right. So it was on Will Smith's HOH that Will Smith
Yes,
was
Will
the
Smith
HOH.
was the one that
Tom
backdoored.
Cruise won the veto.
Used it on Worm Heidi Klum.
And then Will Smith put up Corn Kid as the renom. Tom Cruise on his HOH. Taylor Swift used the veto, and he put ChatGPT up as a backdoor. So it was Will Smith who tried to backdoor Corn Kid. And it does look like that has been forgiven as part of being in the Slaps Plus alliance. Beyonce, who is not, ultimately ends up going up here on the block.
Talking about forgiveness, Corn Kid is not forgiven. Much like we were decrying his nomination, but 2 weeks ago, now Beyonce has been put up, and people are hating Corn Kid right now.
Okay, Beyonce and Wednesday Addams are going to be our nominees coming into Thursday. Okay.
Rough.
Let's see what's going on in the house. After borrowing an item from Wordle, Will Smith acts... Now, if anything's going to make this alliance fall apart, it is that Will Smith keeps borrowing things from Wordle and breaking them.
Yeah, so now it took the L, I think, is now next to go. First the O, now the L.
Yeah.
The L word.
Okay. The pressure of the game gets to girl explaining meme, leading to a public emotional breakdown.
I mean, she did get outed for cheating last week. So yeah, I think having the spotlight on her, despite the loudness of her voice, is not appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Worm Heidi Klum is offered the chance to be the new Fanny Bryce on Broadway.
Okay, AI did not work out so well. I cannot think of a better or worse thing I need to see than Heidi Klum in her worm costume going, "Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy with some corn and lots of butter."
Okay. Should we get a statement from ChatGPT about why they were replaced?
Yeah, about
Fanny
why
Bryce
they were what you would call it, Beanie Feldstein kicked out.
Replaced by Heidi Klum in a worm costume.
All right, someone who's in the chat, please. We need this Photoshop of Worm Heidi Klum in the Fanny Bryce outfit.
Okay. All right. So it says it's not able to do that. Okay. We're not there yet. We're not
AI
there yet.
only has so many limits.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But by the way, it's not uncommon for actors and actresses to be replaced in Broadway shows as productions go. Okay.
Wow, nice disclaimer. Very fair from ChatGPT.
Okay. All right. Then Worm Heidi Klum is accused of cheating in the last competition via vibrating anal beads.
I have so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
I think it might help in the worm costume, to be fair.
But, I mean, this is the thing, though. Worm Heidi Klum did win the veto. Do we have to BB can this and, roll it back? Right? Be like, we have to redo the results because someone was caught cheating.
I think Big Brother would stop it if it was happening, if they had evidence.
And then she'd be like, no, it's just Potts as a costume.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to eviction night. Wednesday and Beyonce. What do we think is going to happen?
I mean, it's not Wednesday, so I think, unfortunately, Wednesday has that going against her. I just think Beyonce, it's tough because she is so well liked, but could the, Slaps Plus Alliance, which does have the numbers this week, be able to use that in their favor and get rid of a big threat in Beyonce?
Neither of them are in the majority alliance in the house, so it could go either way.
Yeah, it's a Sophie's Choice, which is probably one of Wednesday Addams' favorite films.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's see. Girl explaining meme votes to evict Wednesday.
Hmm.
Tanya votes to evict Wednesday. Taylor Swift. Maybe all's forgiven. Votes to evict
Ah.
Wednesday. Tom Cruise votes to evict Wednesday.
Wow, this might be open and shut.
Vecna, you would think you would like Wednesday.
Yeah, you think that
So
like the crawling thing hand would be like
I
8 to
voted
0.
8-0. Wednesday has been evicted. The black and white picture of Wednesday does not look that much different than the color picture.
Though she'd probably prefer it, honestly. Yeah, I mean, listen, again, you do not sit on the block against Beyonce and Liv. That's a natural rule of order.
Okay. So Wednesday, you've been evicted. And at what point does the jury start?
I think it might start at 9. I think we're still old school Big Brother here. So we still got, I think, one more vote to go here.
Okay. All right. So Wednesday, you have been
Oof.
evicted. All right. It's week 7 in the Big Brother house. Okay. Our first unanimous vote of the season. And so let's see what's going on with our alliances here. We have our Alliance Impossible, the Girl Explaining Meme, Tom Cruise and Worm Heidi Klum. Our Slaps Alliance, Tanya, Will Smith, and Wordle. And then Slaps Plus, still going strong. All right. Let's get to our HOH for week 7. Comes down to Taylor Swift, Worm Heidi Klum, and Tanya McQuad. And the
Okay.
winner of the week 7 HOH is Taylor Swift. Wins her
Oh,
first HOH of the season.
there we go. Finally coming to prominence once more. Worm Heidi Klum really needed this, but unfortunately, she may face now her 4th time on the block in a row.
All right. Boy, she's been surviving 3 weeks in a row, Worm Heidi Klum. All right. Let's see if it is 4 weeks in a row for Worm Heidi Klum. Taylor Swift, she had an issue earlier in the season. She did win a veto, used it to take Wednesday Addams off of the block. She's part of the Slaps Plus Alliance. Let's see what they want to do here. It is, oh no.
Oh,
Girl explaining meme
shots
and
fired.
Beyonce.
I mean, she truly is a mastermind in that way. She's been around the block before. She knows how these games are played.
Also, she never forgets.
In
Slight.
fact, she turns them into lyrics.
Yeah. So, all right. Girl explaining meme and Beyonce.
Yeah, that's a little rough. Both, again, outside of the Slaps Plus Alliance. Something interesting that's pointed out in the chat. In both weeks so far, Alliance Impossible has been at 2 of the top 3 in the HOH competition, but lost both times. So, like, they're consistently in there, but keep missing out on the victory.
All right. So, let's go ahead and get to our power veto. Beyonce back in the veto
There
this
we go.
week.
After an off
Okay.
week, had a
All right.
bye week,
Yeah.
a bay week.
Yes, she does have one veto win to her name this season. Taylor Swift will draw Wordle to participate. They're both in the Slaps Plus Alliance. The girl yelling is going to select Tom Cruise, which is a house guest choice.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense considering they are in the Alliance Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Beyonce draws Vecna.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, part of Slaps Plus. Wait, no, Beyonce's not in Slaps Plus.
No. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what happens in the veto. The
Oh, it's
veto will.
Otev.
Oh, Otev is here. The absent-minded alien doesn't talk about butter.
Could
Okay.
Wordle win despite the fact that Otev is a 4-letter word?
Tom Cruise with a chance to win against an alien. Will Smith was not picked to participate in this. Beyonce, Tom Cruise, and Wordle are in the running for the veto, and it is going to be Beyonce.
There we go. Taylor's karma no longer happening.
Okay. Beyonce has won her second veto of the season, her third competition win. We presume that she will take herself off the block, forcing Taylor to have to make a new nomination.
Oh, and I don't feel good about Worm Heidi Klum here or Tom Cruise.
Okay. Taylor Swift will choose to nominate Tom Cruise.
Yeah. They were too palpable, too visible or too auditory, I suppose, alliance members. And so Taylor decided that she was gonna put the last nail in the coffin there and hopefully, send them out.
Okay. So Tom Cruise, that is going to be up on the block for the first time come Thursday night. Let's see what else is going on in the house. Taylor Swift tried to make the pink sauce, and everybody got mad that she charged $20 for it. Is $20 a lot for pink sauce?
I mean, yeah, it's a condiment. Like, would you pay $20 for a bottle of ketchup?
Where does it come in a jar? I mean, I would never get it.
Yeah, I mean it's a basic I don't know if the glassware should jack up the price like triply
Mhm.
so, but yeah, she didn't learn nothing from Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. Okay. Corn Kid got a banner plane sex from. Okay. All right. We're good. We're not even going to address that. Shut it down. Shut it down. Okay. Adam Levine, you're out of control.
Adam Levine, get out of
here, Adam Levine. Get out of here.
Oh Lord, Adam Levine.
Shut it down.
For so many more reasons.
Shut it down, Adam Levine.
Shut that plane down. To Maverick, get in the sky and shut that plane down.
You're a monster. Forget Vecna. You're the monster, Adam Levine.
You're the problem. It's you.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's eviction night. Girl explaining meme and Tom Cruise. Who are they going to get rid of? They're in the same alliance.
I think it's got to be Tom Cruise. I mean, Girl Explaining Me might have less of a social game for obvious reasons, but Tom Cruise is by far the bigger threat.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. 7 votes. It'll take 4 to evict tonight. Beyonce is going to vote to evict Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Corn Kid, I vote to evict Tom Cruise.
I mean, yeah, this is I know Will Smith was the one to put him up, but I believe Tom Cruise definitely had an ageist bias. So I think Corn Kid is just protecting himself for the future.
I vote to evict Tom Cruise.
I evict to vote Tom Cruise.
Tanya votes to evict Tom Cruise. Do we get another unanimous vote?
Wow, boring season.
Will Smith. Will Smith votes to evict Girl Explaining meme. Okay.
Interesting.
They've never been co-stars, Will Smith and Tom Cruise, right?
I don't believe it. Maybe like a
Chat will know. Chat will know. Okay. Wordle votes to evict Tom Cruise and Heidi Klum. Okay, this will be the interesting one. Pick your alliance. Votes to evict Tom Cruise.
She went with the house.
Vote with the house. All right. So maybe a pity vote from Will Smith. Maybe maybe it's they do have some connections through the religion.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, unfortunately, while Tom Cruise was riding high for a bit, the house lost that love and feeling and decided to get rid of him.
All right. Tom Cruise was a big part of the season, unfortunately. Gets backdoored by Taylor Swift, ends up going out of the game.
Yeah, and I believe he's the last pre-juror now.
All right. We have reached the jury phase of the game. And so Tom Cruise is going to fly off into the sunset. And so he will not be... Well, we'll see you on finale night, Tom, but you will not be part of the jury.
Amazing. I am a child of Xenu.
All right. Here we go. Here are our final 9. Okay. We will get to is this final 11? Let me see.
No, final 9.
Final 9. Okay. Beyonce, Corn Kid, Girl Explaining meme, Tanya McQuad, Taylor Swift, Vecna, very quiet Vecna, laying in the weeds, Will Smith Wordle, and the Heidi Klum worm.
Who's the breakout star so far? I mean, Beyonce is definitely up there. I think Worm Heidi Klum kind of is.
Yeah. Who's gotten the most TV?
I mean, I
Um,
feel like Wednesday was a very good DR personality.
mhm. Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, Beyonce has been a big star of the season.
Oh, as she usually is.
Yeah. I mean, Taylor Swift certainly.
Taylor Swift has now made a late surge, I would say, between like the feud with Beyonce and this kind of like not failed HOH run. She was able to break up the other alliance, but still not get the person she wanted out in Beyonce.
Mhm. Okay. Week 8. All right. The Alliance Impossible is just down to the girl explaining meme and Heidi Klum.
Oh, what a gruesome twosome.
Then we have our Slaps Alliance. It's Tanya, it's Will Smith, it's Wordle, and Slaps Plus. However, that without Tom Cruise, Alliance Impossible has dissolved.
He
They're
was
going their
truly
separate ways.
he was the needed glue for this alliance. They decided to slither their separate ways.
You know, they say though, Mike, when you cut a worm in half,
It just grows another tail with anal beads attached.
mm-hmm. All right. So that's that. All right. Let's go do our week 8 HOH. It will not be Vecna. It's down to two people from the recently dissolved alliance and Will
once
Smith.
again.
Okay.
Let's see. And
The winner is going to be the girl yelling meme.
Give me that key, bitch.
Mm-hmm. You see, the reason that I had to break up with the worm right before this HOH competition was all right.
The worm is bad luck.
The worm is bad luck. The worm has turned. All right. Will the worm go up on the block?
This could be if she wants to appease the house and gets misted by Slaps Plus, or she could take a direct shot to obviously Taylor Swift just nominated her. She could take notice of the fact that people have been nominating her alliance up to this point, and even though they were not an alliance anymore, it still is taken as a bit of a hit.
Yeah, the girl yelling meme went up on the block for the first time last week by Taylor Swift. Could there be payback coming?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. And the nominees are going to be Taylor Swift and Will Smith.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. These are probably two of the biggest threats, I would say, in the Slaps Plus alliance. Turnabout is fair trade. And Will Smith, I would also imagine, is a big presence in the house who, especially as now that we've reached the jury stage, you want to start getting out some of those bigger threats that are a threat to you and all that Bitcoin.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going to happen in our veto ceremony. Okay.
Will Beyonce make it 6 for 7?
All right. Girl explaining meme is going to draw Tanya to participate. Tanya is not going to help her. Okay. Then Taylor Swift is going to draw Beyonce. Ooh, the intrigue. Okay.
Ooh,
And then Will Smith is going to draw Vecna.
Okay. All right. That's another member of his alliance. That helps.
Mm-hmm. All right. So it is a POV competition that is going to come down to Tanya, the girl explaining meme, and Beyonce. And the winner is going to be Beyonce, her third veto of the
second
season.
in a row. Look at this.
Okay.
Her the second #1 hit in a row.
All right. So Taylor Swift and Will Smith will come to the unaligned Beyonce and ask her to use the power of veto.
She's a veto winner. Truly, she's freaking on the weekend.
Okay. She used the power of veto to take herself off at the last power veto.
I don't think she'll use it here. I feel like she doesn't have a connection. Obviously, no love lost between her and Taylor. I don't think she'd use it here. And I don't think her and Will Smith have any sort of connection.
Yeah, it seems like that the girl explaining meme is big game hunting.
Mm-hmm.
It would benefit Beyonce to see either of these power players go. I feel like it would be a mistake for Beyonce to use the power veto, but let's see what she does. Beyonce will not use the power veto. All right, either Taylor Swift or Will Smith will go home.
Girl explaining me big Jessica Milagros energy of just coming in now, first jury week, wins the HOH and starts taking out the big players.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the house, girl explaining meme gets into a big argument with Taylor Swift while Taylor Swift is holding a bag of Lay's.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Taylor and Lay's, they go together no matter what the last name may be.
Mm-hmm. Now, Interestingly, a girl explaining meme is yelling at Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift is on the block, very calm.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is girl explaining meme, you would say, oh, they got in an argument, but girl explaining meme does not change her volume of voice from when she's calm. So we don't know if it's a fight, much like how Taylor didn't realize that she was in a fight with Daniel in Big Brother 24.
Okay. Will Smith has invented a new game.
Again.
He's a game master. Okay.
I'm saying, he has children. He's got to keep Jaden and Willow occupied.
Okay. The house guests were told that Queen Elizabeth has died, and Vecna and Tanya McQuad have a breakdown in the pantry.
Oh my God.
The Queen Mother.
No.
The Queen Mother has died.
Does anyone know this? No, I think what she does is she goes around a la David is dead. And it's like, the Queen, Beyonce's dead. They told me the Queen has died. Beyonce's gone. Where is she right now?
No, I didn't know that Vecna had such a sweet spot for. Maybe is that part of the Netflix family of that he's an attachment to the crown?
We party together at the Netflix gatherings.
Yeah. Very sad. Very sad news. Okay. Then Wordle got a banner plain sex from Adam Levine.
Well, I know what 5-letter word Adam Levine sent.
Stop it, Adam Levine. Turn off the live feeds, bro.
Put down the plane, bro. You're trash at sexting.
Trash. Another 5-letter word. You disgust me. All right. It's Taylor Swift and Will Smith on eviction night.
Ooh, it's a biggin.
All right.
You got a slap versus someone who put out songs that slapped.
I don't know if I'm ready for this one. Okay. There are 6 votes. We could see girl explaining meme having to break a tie tonight.
All right.
Let's see. Beyonce. This is the big vote. Let's go from the bottom up. Worm Heidi Klum is going to vote to evict Will Smith. Wordle votes to evict Taylor Swift.
That makes sense with the whole Slaps alliance.
Vecna votes to evict Taylor Swift. Tanya McQuad votes to evict Will Smith.
I didn't appreciate when he slapped that man.
Corn Kid votes to evict Will Smith.
Okay, it all comes down to Beyonce. If she ties it up here, it comes down to girl explaining
She could save Taylor.
Yeah.
Beyonce votes to evict Taylor Swift.
There we go. Petty stay petty. I love it.
It's 3-3. The girl explaining meme will break the tie. All right. So
she stands up
and then puts her arm around the house. There is a tie. The girl explaining meme has voted to evict Taylor Swift.
Oh, 4th time is not the charm. Taylor Swift is gone swiftly out of the house dramatically. First tie vote of the season.
Oh, wow. Okay. Taylor gets evicted.
Goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky, Taylor. You were more than just a short time.
Taylor, all I can say is we'll see you in 2023.
I would guarantee it.
Yes. Okay. Ticketmaster blocked so many fans from seeing you in 2022. Unfortunately, it was the girl explaining meme that blocked you here.
At least you made the jury.
All right.
Hey, Maria.
All right. We're down to our final 8.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift will make the jury. We'll hear from her on finale night. All right. Let's see where we go from here. All right. It is down to hold on. So we have our Slaps Alliance. Our
Slaps Plus lost another member in Taylor Swift. Now it's just Corn Kid.
But now Wordle is up to something. Wordle has left Alliance 4, which is the main Slaps Alliance.
So I think it's, if we're trying to think this out, I think it's that Wordle is still staying within the big alliance, but I think is looking for other avenues in possible finale partners.
Okay. All right. Wordle is going to come in last in the HOH competition. It's down to Vecna vying for HOH number 1, Worm Heidi Klum, and Corn Kid. And the winner of the HOH is Vecna. Okay, well, late
Oh,
rally maybe for Vecna.
Vecna's gonna get Kate Bush in his HOH CD, and he will not be happy.
Okay. Vecna, the new HOH. What does Vecna want to do? A part of the Slaps Plus Alliance could have some business coming to avenge Taylor.
Yeah, I would
Perhaps.
imagine perhaps Beyonce might go up there again.
Girl explaining meme.
Yeah, and Worm Heidi Klum is always a good one to go to for a pawn.
Okay, the nominees are going to be the girl explaining meme and Heidi. Well, we have our finger on the pulse here in this season, Mike. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's so random. What's happening? We know we're very tapped in.
And Vecna has very long fingers to put that pulse on.
Disgusting. Okay. Where's my rock star soundboard? I haven't gone hard on the soundboard at all here in this season, but just to bring it up, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, and Brett is back this week.
Micro-penis.
Okay.
Is that what Adam Levine texted?
Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Worm Heidi Klum and girl explaining meme. Okay. Let's see the veto. All right. Vecna is going to draw Will Smith, part of Slaps Plus Alliance. That was his house guest choice. Worm Heidi Klum, Tanya McQuad. Okay. And then the girl explaining meme, Corn Kid. All right.
Oh, well, Beyonce left out of the veto draw. That is not good.
Yeah, but this for Vecna, this has gone very well. All members of the Slaps Plus Alliance were selected to be in the veto comp. So
yeah, I mean, this is the original 5-finger plan.
Yes, the 5 long, disgusting finger plan. All right. So do not expect anybody else to be using the veto except for Worm Heidi Klum or the girl explaining meme, unless a backdoor is at play. So we will get Will Smith, Corn Kid, and Worm Heidi Klum as the final 3. And Worm Heidi Klum has won veto.
Oh, look at this. Look at her just like, look at these night crawlers, midnight crawlers, if you will. Underworm.
Okay. All right. So Worm Heidi Klum has won the Golden Power veto. All right. So Worm Heidi Klum will use the Golden Power veto to save themselves. And Vecna will then go with, oh, I hope it's not going to be Beyonce.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be Beyonce, right?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's Beyonce and the girl explaining meme on the block. Let's see what's happening in the house. Worm Heidi Klum is offered the chance to be the new Fanny Bryce. Wasn't she already Fanny Bryce on Broadway?
I think she turned it down initially, and now she's willing to accept it. Now that she realizes that she's getting some momentum.
Okay. Tanya McQuad attempts to blame and call out Worm Heidi Klum for certain actions in the house and how Worm Heidi Klum deserves to leave.
You're an abomination.
Yes.
You don't deserve to live.
Maybe Tanya didn't like that the veto was used.
I'm pretty sure Vecna's having an affair with you.
Oh my God. Okay. Did Greg tell you to do these things? Okay.
Oh, yeah, and Tanya was looking in Worm Heidi Klum's HOH pictures and did find a pic with a young Greg.
Is this Greg?
Is this the cowboy?
Mm-hmm. All right. Will Smith opens up to Vecna by sharing a personal story.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know how Vecna's about, great, I'm taking notes. I will use this to manipulate you later.
Vecna, this one time... this is very personal. I gotta tell you about this thing that happened.
We are at a red table, so I guess this is our red table talk.
That was Netflix, right? Okay. All right. Vecna and the girl explaining meme plan to attend a private AMC movie screening with Nicole Kidman.
Oh, good for them. It's beautiful. The movies. How much we love them. It's majestic.
The bad news is the movie they have to go see is Bros.
Oh, no. Also, what a date of just Vecna and girl explaining meme going on a movie date.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Bros.
All right. So Beyonce and the girl explaining meme face eviction. We have our votes. It will be only 5 votes this week.
Yeah, and pretty much it's going to be the Slaps Plus Alliance is going to be able to control who goes where.
All right, here we go. Our corn kid votes to evict Beyonce. How dare you, corn kid?
I mean, sending Beyonce and Taylor Swift to the jury house one right after the other is pretty delicious. More delicious than corn.
Maybe the queens of the jury house. Okay. Tanya votes to evict the girl explaining meme. Will Smith votes to evict the girl explaining meme.
Interesting. One more and she's gone.
Wordle votes to evict the girl explaining meme by a vote of 3-2.
Yeah,
Heidi Klum voted to evict
we're
Beyonce.
I think she has a soft spot in her soft body for the girl explaining meme.
Okay, so the girl explaining meme is evicted from the Big Brother house.
Now, this is interesting, too. Her and Taylor Swift facing each other after Girl Explaining Meme just got rid of her. I think Taylor's going to do a little bit of I told you so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Taylor's going to love that. She's going to revel in it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a Wordle. 5-letter word.
Yeah. All right. So, karma, also a 5-letter word.
Wow, look at this. Beyonce escapes the chopping block here.
Beyonce could be the fan favorite underdog at this point. Left out of the big Slaps Plus alliance. She and Worm Heidi Klum, the only two people who both survived the block this week. That they are the underdog duo. Shades of what? Big Brother Canada 3?
Yeah, exactly. Brittany and Sarah, exact resemblance. We needed them to go to the have-not room and get a secret coup d'etat power out of the floor.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about our final 7. All right. So Tanya and Will Smith, okay, that they are still ride or dies. That's the name of
Get
the
in
line.
my Vespa, Will.
Okay. And then Slaps Plus, but meanwhile, okay. Oh, actually, no, this alliance did die. Tanya and Will Smith no longer, once Wordle was gone.
Yeah,
You know,
I think they went on the actual Vespa ride together, and Will did not like Tanya getting all the flies in her mouth.
Okay. So the only alliance in the game is Slaps Plus at this point. Okay.
And that seems like it's tenuous at best. It's only at a 6.
All right. Let's see what's going to happen at our final 7. Final 7 HOH is either going to be Wordle, Beyonce, or Tanya McQuad.
Beyonce needs this.
And it's Wordle.
Woo!
Okay.
Look at you, wording your first competition, I believe. Welcome to the game.
Okay. So, Wordle, new HOH. Power.
Let's
a 5-letter word.
BEGIN, their strategy.
First comp win of the season, I believe, for Wordle.
Yes, and I believe this leaves Tanya as the only one left yet to win a competition.
I mean, that's on point.
100%.
Okay, I gotta think Wordle, easy nominations in a 5-person alliance. 2 people not in the alliance. I gotta think for the second week in a row, the nominees are gonna be Beyonce and Worm Heidi Klum.
Could draw blood, BLOOD here, and go for former allies Tanya and Will Smith.
Mm-hmm. And these nominations are basic. Yes.
Yep. Another 5-letter word.
Worm Heidi Klum and Beyonce.
Let's hope for a veto here to get an interesting outcome.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So I actually misspoke. Okay. So the nominations last week were the Worm Heidi Klum and the girl explaining meme. Okay. And then
Worm won the veto.
Worm won the veto. Beyonce went up. Okay.
Now,
these were the nominations on Thursday.
Worm's been nominated, 5 times at this point?
So the Worm has been nominated for initial nominations in week 4, week 5, week 6, week 9, and again in week 10. This is
so fifth time on the block in 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. It does have two veto wins for the Worm, 3 veto wins for Beyonce. So they are the veto queens.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happens. All right. So Wordle is going to draw Vecna.
House guest choice in Vecna.
House guest choice, okay. Heidi Klum got Tanya, that's good because Tanya doesn't win comps.
Yep.
And then Beyonce drew Will Smith.
Big T.
Mm-hmm. All right. Will Smith is out of the veto. Worm Heidi Klum is out.
Oh.
Vecna is out. It's going to come down to if
Okay.
Beyonce can save herself. And so the winner of the veto is going to be, Tanya has actually won a comp.
I did it.
Yes.
I
What
have a
comp was
license.
this?
I have a license to veto. I know
License to
license
veto?
plates.
Stand at their respective colored
Oh,
podiums
well,
in
there
front
you
of the
got them right
garage
there,
door.
standing.
And then the garage door will rise and various state license plates will be shown. Find a license plate to combine to make a word related to the Big Brother game.
I always talk about this. This is the one, week 2, I believe, of Big Brother 10. This is where Jerry infamously hosted the competition and did beep, beep when describing the competition. Check out Big Brother 10 on Netflix to check out that meme and more.
Oh, Vecna is definitely says check out Netflix. All right. So Tanya, I will not think will use the veto, right?
I would imagine not, unless she gets convinced through a cocaine-infused, pitch session.
Do you think that maybe she'll just close her eyes and put the veto out there, and then maybe?
Oh my God! Is that how she won the competition?
I think so. Tanya will not use the power veto. All right. So either Worm Heidi Klum or Beyonce. The ride ends here.
All right. So it's interesting, the next week may be written in stone, but this 5-person alliance continues to break up here. And we saw a split last time in a couple evicting, one went rogue and evicting Beyonce over girl explaining meme. They have all the power this week. So I don't know if it'll be a straight 5-0 vote.
All right. So as a punishment, Tanya must try to block 100 soccer goals from Lionel Messi.
Oh no, God. I can't move in these heels.
Stop kicking those things at me.
Are you Argentinian?
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to go.
Okay. Vecna and Will Smith get to attend a private AMC movie screening with Nicole Kidman. Vecna really racking up the movie screenings.
I have Movie Pass.
All right. Let's go to eviction night. Only 4 votes. So Wordle could break the tie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see how everybody votes. Corn Kid will vote to evict Worm Heidi Klum. I vote to evict Worm Heidi Klum.
Worm Heidi Klum.
Tanya, I vote to evict Worm Heidi Klum.
I mean, this has been a long time coming for her. She is very disturbed by the worm.
Okay, it's unanimous.
Yeah, they decided the worm.
The worm has been squished.
Beyonce's just too popular. I don't think she's gotten what, 2 votes against her for eviction, despite being nominated 3 or 4 times.
Boy, this could be Beyonce's, the ultimate underdog here. The final, heading into the final 6, the only person could Slaps Plus start to eat itself.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this could be her time. She has to ride in on the crystal horse and have this renaissance moment, quite literally. But she has big Janelle energy, I want to say.
Yes, for sure. All right. So.
And a la Raven doing a cartwheel, I think Worm Heidi Klum just rolls out the door.
All right. Let's get to our final 6. Here we go. All right. So we have our Slaps Plus alliance. However, a new alliance has formed. And who have they frozen out? It's Vecna.
Yeah,
Could that be a partner for Beyonce?
I think they said, this guy's just way too creepy. I think he's trying to get into our dreams, trying to use our fantasies against us. We're on to your mind games. Dr. Will, you are not.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Are there going to be 2 alliances here? Did the first alliance dissolve?
I think just a new one formed. It's the Onion.
Okay. All right. So everything in 3's HOH competition. It comes down to Corn Kid, Beyonce, and Will Smith. This would be huge for Beyonce, but it's Corn Kid.
Corn Kid, second Colonel on the cob when it comes to comp victories. Now, Beyonce's guaranteed to go up. Would Vecna go up alongside her, though?
All right. Now, Corn Kid, back in week 6 was HOH that he did renominate Beyonce. His initial nominees were Wednesday Addams and Heidi Klum Worm. And then Heidi Klum Worm won the veto that week, and he put Beyonce up as a renom.
Okay, so he may just, not draw as much blood this time around. Put Bay up again.
Okay.
Maybe against Vecna here.
Let's see. The nominees are going to be Beyonce and Will Smith.
Whoa!
Okay.
I think did they do a popcorn kernel draw to determine who would be the pawn to go up alongside Beyonce?
Okay, so Beyonce and Will Smith are our nominees here in week 6. Everybody plays in the veto. No need for a veto draw. Okay. Everybody participates, and Vecna is first out in the veto, then Corn Kid himself, then Will Smith, and we'll come down to Beyonce with 3 vetoes under her belt. Will have a chance to get a 4th one against Tanya, coming off of a first veto win, and Wordle, who has not won a veto yet this season. And Beyonce wins the veto. What a moment. What a moment at the final 6.
Whoa, baby. Yes, Queen Bay.
Okay, Beyonce.
Oh, make a pretty girl talk that shitty. Whisper till I'm tipsy. Glitter on my kitty.
So true. So true. Yes.
Truer words were never spoken.
All right. Beyonce will not be evicted. She will use the power of veto on herself.
Wow. And so is Vecna going to go up alongside Will Smith?
The replacement nominee is going to be, it's Vecna.
Yeah.
Vecna and Will Smith are up for eviction. Okay. Well, Beyonce for, let's see. Let me see how many times has Beyonce used the veto to save herself.
3? I want to say like 3 times.
No, it's actually not that many. It's only she has won the veto 4 times, but she has been renominated, but she has only used the veto now twice to save herself.
I mean, she is, though, approaching her own record in a manner of speaking. 4 veto wins. If she wins 1 more, she'll have tied it and then set a new record for herself if she wins 2 more.
Okay. All right. It's Vecna and Will Smith. Okay. Corn Kid is making an effort to improve relationships in the house.
And he did put up like half the house.
Corn Kid attempts to blame and call out Vecna for certain actions in the house and how Vecna deserves to leave. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Corn Kid's become a little toxic here. I think he's starting to use some bullying tendencies.
Now, in fairness to Corn Kid, harassing little kids is kind of Vecna's thing.
Like, that's just what he does. You can't take that out of him.
Yeah. All right. So basically, Corn Kid, what a bold HOH. Okay. Backdoored Vecna, puts him up on the block, and then blames and calls him out for his actions. Basically says, okay, everybody, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Corn Kid gaslit Vecna.
Yeah. All right. Corn Kid is not toxic. Kay in the chat says Corn Kid is not toxic. Do not say that.
Yeah, out of context, do not take that.
All right. So it's Vecna and it's Will Smith. All right. Let's see how everybody voted. Only 3 votes this week.
Yeah, so I'd imagine Tanya and Wordle are gonna vote to keep Will here, but they both are no longer in an alliance with Will from a final 3.
What will Beyonce do? Does Beyonce want to keep Vecna in the house? I mean, that's that he's part of the resistance.
I mean, she doesn't know that. She may not know about this alliance.
Corn Kid just called him out in front of everybody.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Do you think Corn Kid blamed him as the founder of the alliance?
Maybe. Okay, Wordle votes to evict Vecna.
Yeah.
Tanya votes to evict Vecna. Beyonce's just not trying to make waves.
Too creepy. She says, listen, I haven't made visuals yet for my songs, but I'm not putting your nightmare fuel in there.
By a vote of 3-0, Vecna, he played such an under-the-radar game for the first half. Well, we barely said his name before week 9 when he won HOH. Here he is. He goes out, first domino to fall I guess from I guess the Slaps Plus 8 CNN Plus on its own volition.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift was a necessary casualty. They didn't want to, that happened when the girl explaining meme won HOH. Vecna was the first of their own they had to take out.
Right. Listen, I think Corn Kid was going to be the master of puppets here. I think he, much like Vecna was taken down previously by a wonderkind kid who took the internet by storm, another thing happens here with Corn Kid.
All right. We are down to the final 5 house guests. Okay. Beyonce, Corn Kid, Tanya, Will Smith, Wordle. Final 5 HOH could be precarious because you will be vulnerable in the final 4 HOH.
This is a pretty damn good final 5, though, I gotta say.
Yeah. Okay. It would be appropriate if Wordle goes out at the final 5.
Yeah. I think at that point, I don't know how much you can think past 5.
Wordle has been the most quiet of this final 5.
And that is a 5-letter word.
All right. All right. We have our alliances here. Okay.
Oh!
So hold on. Okay. So this is what's left of Slaps Plus. Okay. But there's a new alliance that has formed. It is Beyonce, Tanya, Will Smith, and Wordle, Corn Kid on the outs.
So Slaps now has a new member. It's Destiny Slaps.
Destiny Slaps. Corn Kid is in trouble.
Corn Kid got HOH-itis, man. I told you he was toxic.
Corn Kid used up like all of his social capital to get Vecna out of the house, and now everybody's like, Corn Kid goes, kind of like overdid it with like we know Vecna sucks. Like that.
And look at those look at those loyalty numbers. Corn Kid's kind of dead in the water because remember he can't play for HOH right now.
Yes. Oh no. Everything's changed. All right. All right. New HOH. It's gonna be between Wordle, Will Smith, and Tanya.
Okay.
And Tanya is HOH
finally
for the first time.
First time. I can't wait to get my letters from Belinda.
All right.
From
Tanya,
my mother.
HOH. I have all the power. All right. So
Let's see. Can we see the keys? Actually, let's do the keys. Let's make it this a little dramatic because we only got 2 keys.
Well, who do we think? Is Corn Kid is probably going to be on the block, and
could it be Corn Kid and Beyonce?
I don't know. All right. Corn Kid, you are safe. Okay, this could be backdoor. Will Smith, you are safe. So it's going to be Beyonce and Wordle.
Wow. Yeah. You can't backdoor Corn Kid. You can't back Corn Kid him.
Okay.
This is a bad move. If Corn Kid wins, this plan is blown sky high.
Everybody's in the veto competition. It's Bowl Arena. All right. And in Bowl Arena, we see Wordle's the first out, then Tanya, and it's going to come down to Corn Kid, Beyonce, and Will Smith. This would be another huge veto for Beyonce if she can get it. Okay.
But if Beyonce or Will Smith wins, I think Corn Kid is done.
Okay. The winner of the power veto is going to be Corn Kid.
Oh, yes! Spoiler! Oh, okay. I feel bad for Beyonce, but I love it. I love that this plan was ruined.
All right. So, all right. Now, Wordle could still get voted out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, Corn Kid has the opportunity to use the power veto on either Beyonce or Wordle. Let's see. Corn Kid has used the power veto to take Wordle off the block.
I think Corn Kid knows it needs to make up some like jury management, right? And so like he needs to curry some favor right now. He has a feeling that something's off despite the fact that he wasn't nominated. And so he decides to use it on Wordle, forcing now this is interesting.
Will Smith or
Beyonce.
Beyonce could go on.
Could Corn Kid be attempting to convince Wordle to vote out Will Smith?
Yes. Okay. All right. Hold on. So let's see what the replacement nominee is going to be.
It has to be Will Smith. This is a Big Brother 5 situation.
Okay. All right. So Beyonce and Will Smith are on the block.
This looks familiar.
Okay. All right. These were Corn Kid's initial nominees last week. Okay.
Wow, this
All
is
right.
amazing. I mean, I'm sad for Beyonce, but at the same time, this is an amazing week.
All right.
Amazing.
Due to the mental stress of the game, Beyonce's isolating herself, and it's not a good move, Beyonce.
Yeah, but this is tough, right? Like, she feels like she's truly at the end of her rope right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, the house gets told again that Queen Elizabeth has
As a
died,
reminder,
and
Queen Elizabeth is dead.
Wordle and Corn Kid are now broken down. But they're spending time together in
I
the pantry.
can't believe it. The queen can't eat any. The queen died. The
Yes,
corn died.
and Wordle is upset because Queen is a 5-letter word.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So it's death. All right. All right.
So is Crown.
Yes. Beyonce and Will Smith face eviction. Okay. This time we're just gonna have but two votes.
So Corn Kid and Wordle could make a big move happen right now.
Mm-hmm.
They could vote out Will Smith.
Boy, for Tanya to take out Will Smith, who she has been aligned with this entire game, that would be, I think, monumental, an ultimate betrayal.
I mean, it wouldn't be Tanya's hand, though. Her hand got forced. Remember? She had to put up Will Smith.
Yes, but if she was the tie-break vote, I don't think she would vote out Will Smith. Okay. All right. Corn Kid, his one vote to evict is Beyonce.
All right. Wordle could tie this up.
Could Wordle send it to Tanya? Wordle, his vote to evict is Beyonce. It's the end of the line for Beyonce, but what a run.
What a hell of a run. 4 veto wins.
By a vote of 2-0.
And again, she only went out because of the spoiled plan to evict Corn Kid.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, what a run. One of the all-time great runs in her Brant Steele.
Impressive season for Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. Came up just short. America's favorite house guest, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think America has a problem, and that problem is that Beyonce did not win this season of Big Brother, but we were so happy to have her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what a great lineage. Well, I don't want to jinx it yet. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. All right. We're down to our final 4.
Also, shout out to Aman, who just popped in to say this is some BS and not Brant Steele.
This is some BS, for sure. Yes. Okay.
Wow. Comp Queen. Look at this. 5 wins total for Beyonce this season.
All right. Corn Kid, Tanya, Will Smith, Wordle. That's our final 4.
Now, Corn Kid needs to win here, right? Because we'll look at the alliances, but Corn Kid thinks he's in a Final 4 alliance, but there is a 3 that has somehow separated, yet come back together again with Tanya, Will Smith, and Wordle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Amon says, what's Corn Kid's address and social security number?
We're not doxing Corn Kid. We're not
trying to get Corn Kid fired from his job.
Amon wasn't here for what Adam Levine did to Corn Kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst punishment he could ever face.
All right. Let's see where we go from here. Our final 4 HOH is going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. Alliances. All right. So we have our Slaps Plus Alliance. And now it's the return of the Slaps.
Oh, but then
Wordle... but then Wordle left Alliance 5 and Alliance 6? What is happening?
No, Alliance 5 and 6 is the Slaps Plus Alliance. Wordle just basically said F Corn Kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Mike, give me the picture. Who is Wordle working with?
Wordle's working with Tanya and Will. I think they're eyeballing the 3 of us can make the finale together as long as Corn Kid doesn't win one of the next 2 competitions.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, we have our final 4 HOH. It's between Will Smith, Corn Kid, and Wordle, and the winner of the final 4 HOH is going to be Wordle. Okay.
Corn
Wordle
Kid
coming
has
on
to
strong with a late push.
There you go. Strong with 5 letters. And luckily, Rainier isn't around for strong to be said, because you know that's a testy word in her household.
Okay,
Wordle is, I would imagine, these nominations don't matter. I would imagine maybe it's like Corn Kid and Will Smith or something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me the HOH key, 5-letter word. Okay. All right. So nomination ceremony doesn't matter so much. But the one person that they're going to put safe is Will Smith.
I was going to say Tanya has 5 letters. It would have been perfect.
Okay. All right. Doesn't really matter, but it'll all come down to the veto. Wordle will be in the final three. That much we know.
We'll see you on finale night.
Okay. Corn Kid and Tanya are on the block. All right. Everybody left will participate in the POV. Okay.
Yep.
All right. POV veto block party. Tanya will not win the power veto, and it will come down to Wordle, Will Smith, and Corn Kid. Okay. It will not be Corn Kid. So either Will Smith or Wordle will win the veto, and it will be Will Smith has won the power veto. Will Smith will be in the final three.
And Will Smith will cast the sole vote to evict here. Got to imagine Corn Kid's done.
Okay. Corn Kid and Tanya state why they should be saved. So will Tanya come off the
No, he's not allowed to do that.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay. So Will Smith is just not using the power veto. Okay. All right. So the final nominees are Corn Kid and Tanya. Okay. At the house, while borrowing an item from Will Smith, Tanya has accidentally broke it.
I'm sorry about your Oscar, Will.
This is a inopportune time for Tanya to do this.
Yeah, we know Will Smith might be quick to anger in certain circumstances. This is not a time to trifle with him.
Also, Tanya McQuad and Corn Kid bond. They're on the block together.
Yeah, I think he's like, well, we're not so different.
Yeah. Like, if it's not me, I hope it's you. All right. Let's go to eviction night.
All right.
Who will not make it to the final three?
Will Smith is the fresh prince of the final four right now. He will be the one to determine who survives, goes to the final three alongside him and Wordle. I got to imagine it's Tanya.
Okay. Let's see. Will's one vote here to evict. It will be. He voted to evict Tanya. Tanya is dead. Kill Tanya.
What?
Will Smith that maybe felt like she was going to be too strong with the jury.
Oh my goodness.
She had been cultivating relationships.
What a blindside at the final four.
Yep.
This is why you do not mess with Will Smith at the 11th hour. This is giving shades of Ozza being like, Big D has pissed me off so much. I am not taking him to the final two.
She borrowed his thing and broke it.
The thing that Will Smith has done so many times and been forgiven for.
Yes. All right. Wow. All right. So.
Wow. Ultimate betrayal.
What happened?
I'm so confused.
Okay. Tanya. R.I.P.
Wow. Our robbed G. Otis. Holy crap.
So, what an interesting final three we have here. It is Corn Kid, Will Smith, and Wordle.
So Will Smith basically has a path to the final two right now. He has an alliance with Corn Kid. He has an alliance with Wordle.
Yeah, he's in the Monty position.
Yes, but much like Monty, if he wins that final HOH and picks who he wants to get rid of, that could have bad repercussions.
Okay, so Will Smith, final two with Corn Kid, final two with Wordle. Okay. Let's get to our final three. What an interesting final three. Okay. All right. Part one.
Strange bedfellows, perhaps.
Yeah. It's too bad Vanka is not here. Okay. All right. Vecna.
Vanka.
Okay. It's been a long 3 hours.
Oi, then Vanka.
Okay. All right. The first person out of the final three HOH part one is Corn Kid.
Yeah, he's got those little arms. He's not good for endurance.
All right. The winner of part one of the final three HOH is going to be Wordle. Is going to be playing in part two.
Wordle has made a late surge here.
Yeah. Okay. Surge also. 5-letter word. Yeah.
5-letter word.
Okay. All right. So in part two of the final HOH, we are going to see Corn Kid versus Will Smith, and it's going to be Will Smith. Oh, Corn Kid, no chance to win the final HOH.
Yeah, but we saw this with Taylor. That doesn't mean that he's out of it necessarily.
Okay. All right. And boy, the final HOH of the season is going to be Will
Will
Smith,
Smith.
the
This is
person with the two final twos.
You idiot! First you evict Tanya, now you do this.
Could Will Smith be making an enemy going to the jury?
Well, that's a 5-letter word.
All right. What does Will Smith want to do? Who does he want to go to the final two with?
Oh, that's a really fantastic question. Who's going to be the K to his J?
Okay. Any thought? I mean, I feel like that he worked with Wordle for longer.
But Wordle has had a much later surge in competition wins.
Yes.
You know, like I feel like Wordle has a tougher time distinguishing his game from Wordle's. Corn Kid, they were on very different wavelengths.
Yeah, Corn Kid has won 2 HOHs and 1 Power of Veto. Meanwhile, Wordle didn't win the Power of Veto at all, but did win the HOH once, and then again part 1. So similar in terms of comp wins.
Right, but Wordle and Will Smith have been working together this entire time. There's a benefit in that, right? And it's like loyalty to the soil that Worm Heidi Klum resides in. But at the same time, is there this argument, like we've seen in Survivor the past couple seasons, of if I go to the final two with Wordle, can I distinguish my game from them? And that might be tougher to do. Will Smith and Corn Kid are like night and day in this game.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Will Smith will cast a 1 vote to evict.
Yet again.
And it will be Corn Kid is evicted.
All right. Will Smith and Wordle here. Now, it's interesting. You compare Will Smith to Monty. It is a little similar, right? Like, I believe, no, Turner was the one to vote to evict at the final 4, I think. But, like, Monty also won the final 3 HOH and made the wrong decision on who to take to the end. Could this be the case here? Wordle might take this, Rob.
Has Wordle made enemies?
I mean, I don't know. Wordle really hasn't
Will
done a
Smith's
lot.
played a cutthroat game, especially the last couple of rounds. Cut Tanya, cut Corn Kid.
Yeah, specifically the blood on his hands and his hands only.
All right. Let's see how people feel. All right. So Corn Kid becomes the 7th member of the jury. And now look at all these house guests that are no longer here. It just came down to Will Smith and Wordle. Wordle has yet to receive a vote. A perfect game so far for Wordle.
I think, had yet to face eviction night, I believe.
Yes. And Wordle only went up on the block in week 12.
Yeah, only during the final 5.
All right. So Wordle and Will Smith will give their opening speeches to the jury of...
I would imagine Wordle was a bunch of gobbledygook considering it's only 5-letter words.
The jury consists of Corn Kid, Tanya, Beyonce, Vecna, Worm Heidi Klum, Girl Explaining Meme, and Taylor Swift.
Okay, this is an interesting group. Certainly people that Will has wronged, but do people honor that more flashy game as opposed to Wordle, which could only get up to Flash?
Okay. So the jurors will vote, and then we have the chance to see the votes one by one, correct?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right. Mike, let's see. Whose vote do you want to see first?
Do we want to go with the ones that'll be most interesting or the ones that we think are most shoo-ins?
So you call it.
Let's start with Girl Explaining Meme. She was kind of an outsider.
All right, Girl Explaining Meme cast a vote for Will Smith to win.
That makes sense. He played a louder game. She is a louder character.
Okay.
How about Beyonce?
Beyonce voted for Will Smith to win.
Okay, that's 2 votes.
Okay. All right. How about Vecna?
Yeah, let's see how Vecna's kind of a
actually, let's go with some of the people that Tanya.
Okay, Tanya. Let's see what she did.
Tanya voted For Will Smith, she couldn't hold a grudge.
All is forgiven.
Could Corn Kid hold it
Be the-
against Will Smith?
Let's see.
He voted for Will
No, that's it.
Smith. Vecna.
Wow.
Worm Heidi Klum.
Unanimous vote. Let's see.
Wow.
Wow. Look at. Okay. Now, wait, Rob. Like, Will Smith played a pretty damn good game.
He
The
did
more
play,
we think about it.
Yep. He's racks up another win this year. Was he did win a lot of Oscars also.
He got a lot of gold right now. And I think it's interesting that this is a guy who made an alliance from the very beginning, was able to help build an alliance within that alliance, made big individual cutthroat moves, cut Tanya, cut Corn Kid, despite being in out-and-out deals with them. And the jury honored that game and gave him a unanimous vote. I do think Wordle was maybe a bit too much of a floater. Float is a 5-letter word.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, Will Smith, the Slaps Alliance, the Slaps Plus Alliance, like he did play like a very like Derek game of that he sort of had like the core alliance and then was willing to, cut allies at the very end.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he's played Muhammad Ali before and he floated like a butterfly sometimes and he stung like a bee at other points. And he didn't bug anybody.
All right. So, fan favorite. Oh, Beyonce was robbed of the fan favorite. Corn Kid, Vecna, and Worm Heidi Klum.
Yeah, I mean, Worm Heidi Klum was an underdog at certain points. I don't know where Vecna's coming from. I think a lot of the Demogorgons were able to get in on the vote.
What is this? Okay. Third place of the fan favorite was Corn Kid. Second place was Worm Heidi Klum. And what is this? Vecna won the fan favorite?
Rigged. All these Stranger Things fans coming in.
Come on. What are we doing?
It is brought up in the chat that it is appropriate that Wordle lost, considering that LOSER is a 5-letter word.
Yes. Also, the text voting, if you voted Vanka, it gave you the vote to Vecna.
And everyone loved Vanka, so...
Yeah. I wonder if I don't even want to speculate, but it should have been Beyonce. It should have been Beyonce. Okay. I think Taylor might have texted. Taylor Swift might have texted.
I think Ticketmaster was like, okay, we got this set up. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. And the site just crashed upon people trying to put in their votes for Taylor and Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay. Boy, Marcus wants to know, how did such a good season flop so hard at the end? I don't know.
Welcome to Big Brother.
I think I say welcome to 2022.
I mean, valid as well.
Yeah. Look, a lot of things that were successful started to flop in 2022. Look at cryptocurrency. Look at Twitter.
Exactly. That I think it's incredibly appropriate. Plus, again, I feel like our final 5 was like a pretty good in terms of highlighting the actual stars of 2022.
Yeah. 2022 was a year that things collapsed.
Exactly. And things grew anew.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you have it. That's our that was our 20 year.
Let's check. And I want to check out some stats though. Let's see some final stats.
Let's see some stats. I'm zoomed in like ridiculously far. Okay. All right. Let's see. Stats for the year. And
got placements.
Weekly popularity.
AI got a huge boost in popularity in week 1.
Yeah. AI was doing pretty good. That by the end, see, Vecna was shooting up in the popularity.
Because Vecna, remember, people felt bad with the whole Corn Kid gaslighting Vecna, right before evicting him.
Is that what happened?
Remember, Corn Kid called Vecna out, and then they evicted him.
Wow. Okay. So, is this what you wanted to see?
Yeah. No, the next one.
Okay.
Well, I want to get some hard. The one after this.
All right. Challenge wins. Beyonce had the most. Don't know how she wasn't the fan favorite.
Times nominated. Let's see this.
Okay, who had the most nominations? Beyonce.
Beyonce nominated 6 out of what? 12 weeks or 13 weeks, I think it
Mm-hmm.
was.
Yeah. Okay. HOH was split evenly with Corn Kid, Will Smith, and Wordle.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, actually. Yeah, the
Votes, Tom
final three,
Cruise.
each won HOH 2 times. Tom Cruise got 11 votes. Ash Ketchum got 10. Both of them finished pre-jury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wordle did
So,
not receive any votes, both in during the game and in the jury.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Wordle had a very under the radar game.
Under and
Okay.
radar, both 5-letter words.
See
There's
the
a voting
chart
chart we can go to if you want.
Yes. Okay. Oh wow. Is this new?
Yeah, this is relatively new to Brant Steele.
Okay. This is for all right. Of course, that who could forget? We kicked it off with Harry Styles out first, then Rhaenyra, then the Chat GPT, Ash Ketchum, CNN Plus, Wednesday Addams, Tom Cruise, Taylor Swift, Girl Explaining Meme, Worm Heidi Klum, Vecna, Beyonce, Tanya McQuad, Corn Kid. Wordle is our runner-up, and Will Smith is the winner of the season.
Congratulations to Will Smith. I'm slapping my hands together in celebration.
Okay. So look, it's not about the destination, Mike. It was about the journey. It was about the friends we made along the way. Thanks to everybody who watched this live.
The vast majority of these, did we not remember last year was Billionaires in Space? Like that also had Quibi in itself was also a pretty unsavory outcome. These are what Brand Steels provide. But this was super fun. Do you want to hear the full list of house events? Most of them were seen, but just to
fully
the
ones that didn't come up.
Yeah, so we had player is revealed to be a Nepo baby of a previous house guest.
Oh boy.
We had the anal beads, we had Nicole Kidman, sex from Adam Levine, Miami Boys Choir, Rihanna, Queen Elizabeth dying. We had an argument while holding a bag of lace. Oh, here's a good one. Player names one of the rocks outside Rocco, then gets into a feud with it, which of course is referencing the hit Elmo Rocco thing. And then the final one we talked about, let's see, Pink Sauce, Fanny Bryce, which congrats to Worm Heidi Klum coming to Funny Girl on Broadway sometime in 2023. Lionel Messi goals, wardrobe change, and then finally, player attempts to play a crystal flute from James Madison, which stuns the house in honor of 2019 winner Lizzo.
Yep. Dane in the chat says Will Smith joins Lizzo, Quibi, and Billionaires in Space.
Right. Let's like again.
War.
Look at that winner slate and tell me that these Brant Steels do not always have the best outcomes. This is what happens. But we had so much fun getting to do. I feel like this particular was a very fun one.
It was a fun ride, for sure. All right. So, Mike, the 2022 All-Stars are behind us. So what's coming up next for you?
So many things. So first, when it comes to 2022, I know that Rob, you and I got to do a couple of 2022 in review podcasts on, Rob has a podcast for some reality shows, including Survivor and The Amazing Race. It was a big year for reality television. Post-show recaps, I'm gearing up to cover a couple of new shows that are dropping. The Witcher Blood Origin alongside my wife, Angela Bloom. That all dropped on Christmas Day. We'll come out with our recap then. I'm gearing up for The Last of Us, which is coming out on January 15th. Very highly anticipated adaptation of the video game series.
You're podcasting that?
I'm podcasting about that, yeah, alongside Grace Leader. So it's going to be, and actually, if you're looking for some Last of Us content, just wait until the first week in January. It might be happening. Speaking of first week of January, that's when our coverage, Rob, of Tough as Nails Season 4 will be happening. You, me, and Jessica Leese.
We're back, baby. People asked for it.
The reality TV mill does not stop turning. They're hard at work, and so
time to go back to work, Mike.
Yeah, the whistle's tooting, and so we are going to be covering that every week. I'll also be back together with Shannon Gus at some point in January to preview the cast of Australian Survivor Heroes versus Villains, which has officially been announced. I believe it's happening January 30th. Have a couple of interviews that are happening as well. One with Phil Kogan, a couple in honor of the Traders US, which is happening in January. That should be out over at parade.com. But lastly, Rob, I just want to throw the shout outs back to you for just a huge kudos. I mean, 2022 was a huge year for you. I don't know how much you were able to see the forest for the trees in a manner of speaking, but aside from covering, the big three, which we've talked about in the 2022 in review podcast, have had really good banner years across the board, but like you were able to kick off the Cavalcade of Nonsense podcast of coverage with Jenny Autumn, mostly covering bad shows and the occasional surprisingly good one. You were going really strong with things like Nothing But Netflix. You jump-started coverage of true crime, of board games, of sports. Like, this was a year, I think, of expansion for RHAP. And at the end of the year, wherever we take time to reflect back, I think looking back on what you were able to do with this network was a really awesome year of manifest destiny, not Destiny's Child. And so kudos to you
Yeah.
and congratulations for an awesome year. And I'm looking forward to yet another one happening.
Mike, thank you so much. I was not expecting that. This is the great privilege that I get to have this as my job, and so I just appreciate and I'm so grateful for everybody tuning in and continuing to support what we're doing. And so this is so much nonsense that we get to make for you all. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you all as well. I know I talked about this in the Survivor podcast, but nonsense is not only the best way to describe this, but I think a lot of the stuff we've been able to put out over the course of the year, and it's you all that keeps the lights on here. So thank you all. I'm looking forward to more stuff. Another thing, Rob, is come February, I'm sure you and I will be getting back together to talk about the Survivor 44 players before that season comes around. So things are ready to almost kickstart again as soon as the calendar page turns, and I am ready to not miss 1 second of it.
Okay. We have a busy day on Thursday. If you're here with us live, that I have a patron chat coming up. We have our patron happy hour coming up. I'm gonna eat lunch, and so probably we'll get started about that in about an hour for our patron call-in show, and then of course we have our year-end. Year in Survivor, year in Big Brother, year in Amazing Race. Those are all up at robhasawebsite.com. You could check those out. Thank you so much for joining us for another successful end of year Brant Steele. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.